Why are you jerking off the second our guy does one bad thing?
So when you
it's
say,
like you caught your dad farting and you won't shut up about
one
it.
bad thing, do you mean when you say you did one bad thing?
Yeah, he didn't.
Do you mean
kids.
covering up a file ring? Is that what you mean by one bad thing?
First of all,
This is all just a joke to them. They don't actually care. It's not serious to them. The Epstein issue, it's all
I don't sound serious to you.
No, we're over it.
When they tried to sell it to you, they tried to sell it to you for years and years. They don't think much of you as an audience. They basically think that you're sheep, that you'll follow them.
To be
Will
fair,
you?
did or did you not a dog? Why don't you just say no? Are you
the best you got?
Say no.
This is the best you got.
America was never perfect, but it was always the greatest. That's what MAGA means. It means the greatest of all the options.
You guys hate
It
America.
doesn't mean perfect.
You hate America. You hate everything that America stands for. You and your criminal friends try to overturn our election. You don't like the due process clause of the Constitution. You don't like the First Amendment of the Constitution. To be 100% clear, I think that you stand in stark contrast to what America means and what it represents.
You would be a pariah in a dive bar.
Getting rid
and
of
that means you hate
birthright
America.
citizenship is awesome.
Hey folks, please like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to check out my newsletter. Information is in the description.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see any of you because the lights are so bright, but who cares? This is the Culture War Live. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
We have an excellent panel here tonight. Of course, as Brandon has explained, we're actually going to bring you guys up here to join the debate. Yes. And the question is Trump still winning? That's the question. I hear some yeses. So we've got an excellent panel up here. Of course, I am Tim Pool. You guys know who I am. Why don't we start from the left and we'll move down? Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Pisco. I'm an attorney. I stream at Pisco's Hour. I think Trump's fucking up. I think you guys know it.
My name is Gavin McKinnes. I invented hipsters and Proud Boys and Vice, and Trump is winning right now and will always be winning.
This guy's texting.
No, I'm getting the timer ready, guys. I'm the pimp on a blimp. I'm Primetime 99, Alex Stein. You know who I am. Let me hear it out there. Let me hear some love. Tucker Carlson's biological stepfather. And I just want to say I love Donald Trump. I really respect that he's going to protect big booty Latinas by not deporting housekeepers. So I love that. And we must protect them at all costs. And yeah, that's me. And we also have Matan, Evan, guys.
I would just like the security to be careful because I believe that man is gay.
I agree.
He keeps denying it, but he may or may not have told me in the room over there that he had sex with a dog.
It was a hypothetical thing.
I was asking, I'm not claiming he did it.
Is it gay to have sex with a dog?
It's a whole nother problem.
Was the dog a guy?
Bad habit.
Was it a male dog?
He won't do it.
Mr. Grumpy Pants over here.
I'm here to talk about Trump.
Okay.
Not about fucking dogs. It's telling, I think, that you guys need to distract everything and make it about fucking dogs and fucking buttholes. But we're here to talk about Trump fucking up the country.
Okay, how's he fucking up the country?
Yeah, well, let's start with Epstein. Why isn't he releasing the files?
Well, why didn't Biden release the file?
Why isn't he releasing the files? He promised he would do it. People like fucking J.D. Vance said that they would do it. It was a campaign issue, and he's fucking it all up, isn't he? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Well, I do think that the phase one binders was not good, but we have to be patient because you know that there is a deep state. You know, he can't just release it without
Give me a break. He put these people in charge. He put in his own people, Dan Bongino, deputy director of FBI. He put in Kash Patel, these fucking crazies who promised they would release these files, and they're not doing it. And they're going and they're talking now about like floating a pardon for Maxwell. Are you shitting me? And now you're going to tell us, I bet you, as soon as he pardons Maxwell, you guys are going to defend it because you're shills and you don't want to actually break up your relationship with the White House.
Dude, nobody's going to defend the pardoning of Ghislaine
Then why is he floating it? Why is he meeting with him with his defense attorney?
If you really actually look at this, though, I think we could estimate, and I don't know this for sure, but that this is classified levels of information that we're not allowed to know.
Bullshit.
Well,
you didn't care about that during the election. It shouldn't matter now. You guys really going to accept, it's classified? It's classified?
No, I want it released.
Let me ask you this. If Ghislaine Maxwell has information that could lead to the arrest of Epstein co-conspirators, should they interview her?
Absolutely.
But what if she says, I will give up all this information, but I want immunity?
Listen, I think that
Honest
people
question.
the left is kind of over getting crazy about the Queen of the Day immunity stuff. I'm okay with giving temporary immunity if it leads to indictments down the line. The problem is you can't trust this White House that they're not cooking some deal with Maxwell right now. You couldn't trust them when they said, we have the files that are on my desk, and then it's, the files don't exist. And then finally, they were made by Obama. No one, not even the most credulous member of this audience, believes that Obama made the fucking Epstein files. Give me a break. So we don't trust the administration. They have no credibility.
That's not true. I believe it.
Should Pam Bondi resign, yes or no, across the board?
I believe Obama made the files.
Should Pam Bondi resign?
That you said something else.
Should Pam Bondi resign?
I don't even understand what you're asking me because I'm on the last topic.
I think she should be fired.
She should be fired. Pam Bondi should be fired?
I mean, I think so.
Do you think that Pam Bondi should be fired?
Well, I don't like that Pam Bondi was the Attorney General of Florida when Epstein,
they're scared. They're scared to criticize Pam Bondi. They know she fucked up.
I'm not scared.
You just said
hold on. Wait. Pisco. Of all of the issues to bring up first, this is the one that's actually divisive among the Trump supporters.
This is why
that is true. Hey, Pisco, answer this. So at least Trump supporters are actually holding our own accountable.
I don't think so.
There's a huge split.
I don't think so.
Pisco, there's a huge split within the conservative
Trump
party.
is in the Epstein files. You got us. Okay.
All right. So
why are you jerking off the second our guy does one bad thing?
So when
it's like you caught your dad farting and you won't shut up about it.
One bad thing. Do you mean when you say you did one bad thing?
Yeah, he didn't. Kids
covering up a file ring? Is that what you mean by one bad thing?
First of all, we were never big on Epstein.
You were never big on Epstein.
It's a bunch of guys fucking 17-year-olds.
We were
I don't
never
care.
big
Motley
on
Crue
Epstein.
fucked 17-year-olds. I don't think Trump fucked 17-year-olds. I think he was injected in the Epstein files.
Why is he lying?
So he's changing it because he doesn't want it to get out there.
Is he lying?
Because it's very embarrassing.
Is he lying?
You got us.
Is he lying, Gavin?
You got us.
Is he lying?
Yes.
Yes, he's lying.
It's a lie.
You're going to trust
We thought the Epstein files would fuck you, and then we saw you put us in it.
Really
so now we don't want him out.
So you never really cared
you
about
win this tiny little battle.
So we can't actually trust this administration on the most
shut
important
up,
issues,
dude.
right? Is there a cabal?
Lie.com.
Is there a cabal of
and you caught me fucking up
running
once.
the country? This was
it's like January 6th.
You guys
we fuck up once in 100 years. All you do is fuck up.
And now Gavin
January 6th.
Okay, wait,
January 6th.
I didn't bring up January 6th. You brought up January 6th.
Well,
he organized January 6th.
Pisco. Let's not get super excited. This is an issue that is divisive among the Trump's base, and it's where you actually can see a split. A lot of people are upset the way he's handling it. There are many people who back Trump who now believe that he may be involved. There's a lot of conservatarians, we call them. They're like libertarian conservative leaning.
What do you believe, Tim?
Who believe? I think Trump is likely involved in some way in the Epstein files. To what degree? I honestly don't know. I believe
they should be fired.
Should who be fired?
Should Pam Bondi be fired?
To be honest, it's a very specific question related to an administration for which I don't have enough information on the Epstein files themselves.
Yeah, because you have to build up your credibility with the White House because ultimately you rely on those relationships. And so you're not going to come out and say what Pam Bondi did. Can you at least admit she blew it? She blew it.
Did blow it with the binder.
Of course she did.
I think everybody agrees.
The phase one
for that fuck up.
Because listen.
Yeah.
If we're being honest about what Pam Bondi has done, it is a political question. It is an HR question of whether she is being effective. My personal opinion is she's not, but I don't know what else is going on. And so you're asking me about a hiring and firing decision of which someone I'm disappointed in who's fucked up really bad.
She's not doing the job. Her job right now is running just like Tulsi Gabbard, just like Dan Bongino, is to go on Fox News and yap all day. Is she enforcing the fucking law? No, she's not. She's doing her makeup and she's going on Fox News. That's her job right now and running cover now. That's why Tulsi is putting in, Obamagate, the Obama files. No one believes it. It's one distraction after another. They're going to release you the MLK files. Like anyone's going to be distracted. They're going to give this like bullshit theory about Obamagate and the Obama files. Like that's going to distract anybody.
What's bullshit about that?
About what? The MLK files?
The Obama files.
So the Obama file narrative is bullshit because there is no contradiction between the allegation made by Obama the IC community.
I think we need to support Trump even if he is Epstein. Because he's the only one trying to save the country. You're sitting there.
That's your priority. He just said we should.
The Great White Hope.
He just said we should. You guys laugh it off as a joke. You laugh it as a joke.
You're not offering anything
real.
real.
No fun.
You're just
Liberals
talking.
are so unfun. You're so upset all the time.
So
he's gay.
Clear, so
this
now
is why we're winning.
So now what they're saying is this is all just a joke to them. They don't actually care. It's not serious to them. The Epstein issue, it's all
I don't sound
it's
serious
all
to you.
memes.
No,
It's
we're
all
over
memes.
it.
When they tried to sell it to
over
you,
it.
they tried to sell it to you for years and years. They don't think much of you as an audience. They basically think that you're sheep, that
Well,
you'll follow them.
to be
Will
fair,
you?
That's
Pisco,
not what
to
I
be,
think.
To be fair, I literally can't see anybody right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it
no,
is.
no.
If
But
I'm not
you're
a pedantic worrywart, then I hate everyone in the room.
It's
What the fuck are
pedantry.
we talking
It's
about?
pedantry to focus on Epstein. That's what these guys are trying to sell to you.
That's not what we're selling.
It's a win. It's a win.
It's a huge win.
Move
right?
on.
Yeah, okay. So other aspects of Trump. Do you want to move on from Epstein? It's
Well,
still-
I want to talk. That's why I asked about the Obama stuff.
I'm happy to move on from Epstein.
So let me-
Beer,
by the way,
I just
is there-
yeah,
Let me
I love the beer
start.
too.
Let me start with this.
Hey, we need a beer for Gavin.
Yeah.
Can we get a?
Well, I don't-
Let's start here real quick for Pisco.
Yeah.
The September 18th, 2020 ICA stated that that Obama ordered Brennan to release raw intelligence that was not up to their standards for release, as they found it to be highly dubious. The predicate for the narrative that Vladimir Putin wanted Trump to win was a sentence fragment. It was incomplete, and 5 different analysts read it 5 different ways. That's verbatim
false.
from
That's false.
That's from the
read
file.
the Mueller report. Read all of the.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Read. Excuse me. You can boo. You can boo. You can boo. You can boo all you want. You can boo all you want. Robert Mueller,
Hey guys, chill.
Robert Mueller.
You guys are gonna get your chance.
John Durham. Who's John Durham? John Durham is a special counsel appointed by Bill Barr, by your fucking daddy, by Trump. Yeah, John Durham is a traitor. This is what.
So hold on.
This
Honest question,
conspiratorial.
Pisco.
Yeah, go for it.
So is your argument that you are choosing to weigh the word over one man over another man?
I'm weighing the evidence, right? What is the evidence?
So hold on.
So I'll weigh the evidence.
So
One piece of evidence that you have to deal with is the following: that after the story of Grab Them by the Pussy, the Access Hollywood tape, you guys remember that shit?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hour or so later.
I'm tossing and turning
Hour or so
still.
later, WikiLeaks, in coordination with the IRA and the GRU, release a bunch of materials just coincidentally the hour after. We have actual records of these members of the Russian intelligence saying we prefer Trump over Hillary.
We got a fact question here. You said in lead with the IRA and the GRU?
The Internet Research Agency. Have you heard of it?
I'm asking you.
Have you heard of the Internet Research Agency? Yes or no? Okay.
I'm asking you on that point, 'cause I understand you're making the connection to Russia.
And the GRU, I said as well.
Agreed. What was the so? WikiLeaks has never stated where they got the information from.
Yeah, they're lying. I mean, they're liars. But we have the actual
I'm
communications
I'm not
between
saying you're wrong.
We have communications
Right.
between Lucifer
Pisco.
2.0.
Okay, just real quick.
Okay, cool.
to finish.
I'm right. Yeah.
The point I'm bringing up is that with conflicting sources, I am not making an assertion of which is right or wrong. I'm just saying you've opted for one source over the other.
I've opted for the actual evidence, and you haven't contested it, right? Like, here's a piece of evidence.
Well, I am.
The WikiLeaks
I am
release-
contesting it.
Okay, so do you contest the factual?
I'm saying that there are different arguments as to where WikiLeaks got the information from, and some trust one and some trust another. And I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm saying your argument is predicated upon one side of that argument, and that's okay. I'm not telling you it means you're wrong. I'm saying it's an important distinction for the audience.
Okay, the other side of that argument is what? What's the evidence that the Russia preferred Clinton? Do you have any evidence for that?
That was in the 2020 ICA. It was
No,
yes.
I mean no. The ICA was clear as
Wait,
was
there's
the
two.
Mueller report.
There's two ICAs.
At least
That's why I said
2017
2020.
The 2017 one.
The 2020 one said
the
that
Senate Intelligence
2020
Committee, the House, led by Marco Rubio, Devin Nunes
right.
led one. They all come to the same conclusion. And now you're relitigating this, even though it's already been established. Even though in Tulsi Gabbard's own statement, she's acknowledging that the Russians are at least interfering. Will you at least acknowledge now that Russia interfered in our election in 2016?
Yeah, to an irrelevant degree.
Okay, you can
And
say
I
it's
think
irrelevant, but
Putin-
people actually contested
Putin
this
would
for a long
actually
time.
prefer Hillary because Putin wants chaos, and Hillary would be bad for America, and that's what he wants.
Okay.
So the 2020 ICA pointed out that Hillary was sick, and there was some analysts that believed having a sickly, coughing, Hillary, of course, was on some medication. They said she had pneumonia. She collapsed outside of the World Trade Center memorial event. And one of the arguments, this is from the ICA report, Putin wanted her because she was unstable and was concerned about an aggressive Trump. But we don't know because the initial raw intelligence in 2016 was a sentence fragment that Obama determined, despite not meeting the standards of the intelligence community, would be published anyway, for which over the objections of members of the IC.
Yeah, no. So
that's
you're
what was
pointing to
released
a particular
in 2020.
subset of evidence. I mean, and
I agree, I am, and I'm not saying one's right over the other, but you are choosing one is correct and ignoring the evidence.
Yeah, so I'm choosing. If we're just doing this based on who do you trust, right? So you're trusting
The ICA, the ICA.
Russia over John Durham, over Robert Mueller, over the overall
Fact check
conclusion of the
false.
State Department. And
the 2020 ICA was the United States.
Evidence. And it's
there,
all to
there are
distract from
two
Epstein.
intelligence committee
so
assessments.
now we're relitigating the 2016 election instead of talking about Epstein because that's what Trump wants you to do. And those are your marching orders. I mean, but I'm happy to move on from Epstein if we can just acknowledge it's uncomfortable to continue talking about it.
Will you concede? Will you at least concede that you look like Adrian Tomine, who was locked in an Arby's for 3 months?
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
It's all memes to them. It's all memes.
Admit it, Pisco.
It's all memes to them. I mean, like,
well,
this is your
we're trying
country.
to have fun.
Can I ask you a question? Do you like Mike Pence?
Do I like him? No, I don't like
Okay,
Mike
so
Pence.
we're in agreement. I don't think Trump is winning until Mike Pence. How about that?
Okay.
I can't see anybody.
Trump appointed him.
I
Trump
can't
picked
see
him as
anybody
VP.
because of the lights here, but I would like to see a raise of hands who thinks Mike Pence should.
Yeah, you're saying that
I
Mike
didn't
Pence
say
should
that.
die.
I said the.
Is a reference.
I think proof that we're winning is this event.
What, Game
It
of
was
Thrones?
It's a reference
canceled.
to Game of Thrones.
They shut it down, and then everyone
You got
who
me.
wanted to see this said, "Don't shut it down," and we had it back. I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, so guys, give yourselves a round of applause for being here. They tried to shut it down. They brought it back up.
Let me say this because it's a side question of the question of what Trump's administration is capable of. But in the culture war, I think it is fair to say perhaps we haven't won, but we have an insurmountable advantage on this battlefield. With an example being, after the event was pulled, I got on the phone with Alex Stein screaming that they got us, and Alex said, "We'll never get the show back." And then the next day, within less than 12 hours, we got the show back, all three of them.
That's because of you guys. Thank you.
But we were talking about this, and we did an event in, I don't know if Sean, it was 2019 maybe, and far leftists threatened to burn down the theater in Pittman, New Jersey. And so the guy, even though we had the venue booked for 9 months and a contract, canceled on us and told us to go fuck ourselves. And we were actually pretty shocked because like, okay, you want to face a lawsuit? And he goes, "Fuck you, sue me." And we were like, damn. The issue was there was a genuine fear that you will be murdered by the far left. And they will destroy your life, take your home. They can stand in front of your house with fire bombs and nothing can be done about it. You can't defend yourself with a weapon in New Jersey. But now the sentiment has shifted to where we're seeing Colbert get canceled. We're seeing, we call it the Bud Light effect. Culturally, and again, this is a side issue to the little Trump thing. Culturally, I think we own the battlefield right now.
Yeah. And I think that you guys are making excuses for how Trump is using the authoritarian powers of the state to contribute to that culture war. So, for example,
He should become the king.
So, for example, Trump is now like putting conditions on the curriculum of Columbia to be more pro-Israel. Do you guys agree with that?
What are the conditions?
So the conditions, for example, that they need to check to make sure that everyone is, not treating Israel differently than they would treat other countries, making sure there's no anti-Semitism curriculum, which,
They were
who's
beating
going to
the
decide
shit
that?
out of Jewish students, harassing them. They were
So there's a
attacking
heckler's-
janitors.
So you're acknowledging that you agree with the government getting in there and deciding what's fit for the curriculum of Columbia.
They're taking
And
government
these are
money.
people, like,
They're
criticizing
taking
about
government
free
money,
speech.
and Jewish kids are getting harassed and having to lock themselves in rooms.
So you're okay
to
with it?
avoid
You say,
getting
yeah,
attacked.
I'm fucking sick. It's sick that Trump is going in there and make all the curriculum
wait,
more
wait, wait.
pro-Israel.
Pisco,
Yes or no?
Pisco,
Do you agree with that?
You can't have my money
Wait,
if you support
If you're not
terrorism.
pro-Israel. If you're not
Pisco,
pro-Israel,
Pisco.
right? Is that right? Is that right?
Pisco, let me.
Is that right? You can't get the money unless
Stop
you're
with that
pro-Israel.
gay, like,
But
I have
that's
to
not the
phrase
point.
it
you
your
won't
way,
answer.
and you go,
You
is
won't
that right?
answer.
Is that
You
right?
won't answer because
This
what
is
you're,
like college
what he,
shit.
What Gavin
I'm going to
wants-
answer your
what
point
Gavin
right now
wants is
for you,
everyone
Pisco.
to be
Pisco, I'm going to answer
pro-Israel.
you. I'm going to answer you. I don't think anybody should be forced to be pro-Israel. But if the question is like an institution is discriminating against a group based on race or ethnicity, then the government should intervene to stop that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I mean, you kind
It
of
was-
sound like the woke
Think of it
schools.
as like a
You
white power rally with all these tents.
Yeah, that's
saying
a-
blacks go home. All blacks need to. You can't have government money if you do that on campus.
So this is the
That's
same.
what that was.
This is the same argument. What people were
My
talking
position
about
has never changed on this.
cancel culture and free speech on campus when like schools are restricting because they went too far. I agree with that in terms of.
I want to pause.
In terms of being woke,
Pisco,
but now you're saying
Pisco,
racism matters only when it's Israel.
I could not appreciate his honesty more. That what you have always supported and what we have always opposed was the use of violence against ideas you did not like. So when I see far leftists showing up, we got protesters outside right now.
Like
Threatening,
They should be arrested.
No, it's bigger than that. There's
condemn
two
it.
groups.
Oh, they're now
Yeah.
there's
Put them
okay.
in jail.
When leftists threaten to murder me and my family, and they do, that's a problem.
Do murder you and your family?
Threaten to.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Tim, I totally
When-
agree. They should unburn the Tesla. They should unburn the Waymos. I don't agree with that shit. I mean, I'm
and
not
so-
in favor of violence.
So if there are people at a university and they're targeting any racial group or ethnic group, it is the job, in my opinion, of government to be like, hey, our law enforcement will not let you do this.
Enforce the law. That doesn't mean you need to put speech codes in every fucking university.
That's
the law.
why
there's not speech
we have laws.
codes,
we have
bro.
laws against harassment.
They did not enforce the
Come
law.
on. Have you
They
read the
took
letter to
over
Harvard?
buildings.
Wait, hold on, Pisco.
They beat the
wait,
shit
hold
out
on,
of
hold on.
janitors.
This is.
Just
I just realized
Boys,
something.
huh? Just like those Jan 6 boys.
I just realized
What did
something.
Jan 6 boys do?
They beat up police officers, didn't
That's
they?
a myth, you
Oh,
fool.
it's a myth.
Yeah, it's a
myth
total
that they
and
attack
utter
fucking
myth.
And who died?
cops.
Ashley
You know who
Babbitt,
died
Roseanne
that day?
Boylan.
We died.
No,
Conservatives
I
No,
didn't
no
say-
officers were
I can see-
beaten
I can-
that day.
I can-
No officers
Oh, really?
died that day.
So-
That's all a lie.
So just to be clear, so it's a lie that you saw with your own eyes, cops being beaten by Jan 6 terrorists. And he's
Horse
saying, so I
shit.
didn't say die, I didn't say kill.
Okay,
So
all
right
right.
now you're defending the terrorist scum who attacked cops on Jan 6.
terrorist scum,
And I
really.
can tell that it hit a nerve.
I'm considering ending the show.
Why?
Because Pisco admitted Trump is winning on the Columbia issue.
Why is he winning? You think he's winning?
You literally just said that Trump is imposing these restrictions and
you did say they
forcing
went
his
too
will
far.
on the university. So is Trump winning? Yes.
So
thank you and have a nice day, everybody.
I think I think that campus lefties definitely went too far, and I was writing in my student newspaper saying let kids wear sombreros. All right, I'm Hispanic, and people called me like an Uncle Jose because I was like, I don't care about ponchos, I don't care about sombreros.
wrong.
Like I'm cool with all that shit. But what we're talking about something different. Is the government stepping in and saying, hey, have you read that letter to Harvard, by the way, where like you have to have a monitor to check whether there's anti-Semitism? This is literally campus police, and you guys should care about it if you care about free speech.
I think that's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. And
I don't like the idea that I think it is fair to say that while there is a surface level principled argument on you shouldn't run a university that targets any group of students based on their race or ethnicity, it is pretty obvious the State Department was pulling visas from people critical of Israel.
100% they were, and they were doing it to Mahmoud Khalil. And did you support Mahmoud Khalil in that conversation? You were a little waving.
Do I support him in what capacity? I
In
think
the sense of he
right.
should not have his green card taken away because of his statements.
Yeah,
Well,
you understand? You guys are done with free speech. Like you made me into a hypocrite. I want leftist bands canceled. I want leftist shows canceled. You cancel our shows, I want your fucking shows canceled. You monitor our speech, I want your speech monitored.
It's this victim
I want
narrative.
revenge.
You guys really buy this? Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
done with altruism.
this is about-
I'm a hypocrite now because of you. You guys opened the Pandora's box of censorship, so now I want you censored.
And so now Israel controls
don't
everything.
talk.
So now Israel controls.
I don't want you talking.
Yeah.
I want you censored.
So now Israel controls everything. I mean,
Okay, but come on.
Wait.
Blaming
Pisco,
Israel. I don't know why you're talking about Israel now.
Well, because the speech codes and the speech, I don't know if you want to call them codes.
Yeah, it's
the
almost
conditions,
impossible to be
the con-
anti-Semitic on campuses these days.
Hang on a second. Do you think that anti-Semitism is protected speech, should be protected speech in this country?
Yes.
There is nothing that prospers more in America than anti-Semitism. You can go anywhere. It's the cool thing to do with young people.
Should it be legal?
And they all wear keffiyehs. We got Muslims outside that are mad at Tim. I don't even know,
I don't know why.
He insulted Muhammad or something. So
Should it be
I don't
legal?
think there's a real problem
allowed, yeah.
with anti-Semitism being wiped
Banned?
out. It's fucking everywhere, bro.
So he would throw you
It's
in
the
jail
cool thing to
for
do
anti-Semitism.
because it's anti-white.
And what are they going to define as anti-Semitism next? If you oppose Israel's intervention in Gaza, that's anti-Semitism?
I will add, to Gavin's point, I don't know that I would go as hard with it the way he's describing it, but we have talked about how my position on free speech has changed slightly in that in the 2010s, I would do this thing where I'm like, look, I don't agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. And then I realized something.
I'm done with that.
I was handing weapons to the people trying to destroy me. And so I said, revision. I will defend your right to speak so long as you agree with my right to speak. But if you are a communist or Marxist or fundamentalist who wants to strip rights from other people, I will not defend you in any sense.
The problem with the First Amendment is I think it is often conceived as an individual right. And I think that it should be better thought as a restriction on the power of government, right? What does the First Amendment say? Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. And so when you make the right of free speech contingent on how other people treat your right, I think you're missing the point of the First Amendment, which is saying that we don't trust the elites, we don't trust the government shills to decide for themselves what is anti-Semitic, what's fit for consumption, and what's not, except for in narrow categories of things like, illegal pornography, things like harassment, things like defamation. Those categories are historical exceptions, but broadly we don't trust the government with that.
Let's agree on the fact that Trump is winning in that regard.
Sounds nice in an ideal world.
Trump is getting through his agenda. The universities are forced to do it. He's taking money from these universities. His will is
well, if
being
he's successful at bad things, and that's your like gotcha. Oh, he's doing really well at doing like authoritarianism against first speech. Okay, I guess he's successful at doing something.
But let's weigh that between what the left was doing versus what Trump is doing, and I'm just like, oh, this old game again. So if the question is Trump winning in that regard? It's like you don't have to agree with him, but he is winning.
Okay,
right?
I mean, he's winning at doing something bad. If that's your like.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Okay. This has been the Culture War. Trump.
Okay, so real quick. So let's go.
Sudi, can I get a beer? I don't think they have Bud, but it says like.
I'd love a beer too.
Is there like a waitress? Is there a waiter or waitress that can
drink?
I would like a bottle of Hennessy.
How do we order one?
Let's segue to the hard issues, the hard facts. Border security. Trump says 0. They're reporting 0. He even said I don't believe that number is really low, but the border, by all metrics, it does appear to be secure. There is a possibility that this will be the first net negative migration month. As an agenda item for the Trump voters and for the Trump administration, that is winning.
Yeah, so let's address the border, right? I don't give Trump credit for doing like illegal shit to get the border numbers down. And so
illegal shit?
Yeah, illegal shit. Illegal shit. So for example, because
deporting illegals is illegal now?
No. So I don't give credit. I'll repeat it again. You guys can say yeah if you want. I don't give credit for someone getting border numbers down, border crossings down, by doing illegal shit. So for example, illegal renditions without due process to seek caught, that's illegal shit. Closing asylum down, as was found by a district court, I think a couple weeks ago. The same thing that Biden did, by the way, which I critique. I said it was impeachable when Biden did it, in contravention of the asylum statutes and the Immigration Nationality Act. That's illegal shit that he's doing. And then you see it. If you disagree, they want to use the powers of the state against.
Bro, he's joking.
I know, but like it's part of that. It's part of that. Like, I think just classic authoritarian.
All right, well, look, I'll give you this.
I don't give him credit for that.
You're joking with authoritarian, sir.
We're gonna retitle.
No authoritarian jokes, please.
We're gonna retitle the name of the show to "Is Trump Winning Legally?" That way we can keep going. Otherwise, we all agree Trump won.
It's funny he says no authoritarian jokes when he literally wants to ban certain speech he doesn't like on campus. You act like you're the free speech guy.
That's total horseshit, you fucking liar.
Wait, you just said, I don't give a shit about free speech on campus, anti-Semitism.
You jumped over to campus,
We should stomp that out.
Why did it jump to campus?
Okay,
and why are you guys so concerned about fucking illegal aliens? Like, your priorities are so backwards. There's some file out there who's fucking sex trafficking, and you go, we need due process.
Okay,
he needs to go to court. We have 30 million illegals.
So you're bringing up
Trump has supported like 14,000 or something. Not even close to Obama number. Will you shut up, please?
You can't talk shit about.
Will you shut the fuck up?
That's
Why
done with.
Can't someone talk?
So you just granted.
Okay, well let him make a point.
Welcome to the blabbermouth hour.
Yeah, I mean, like you just granted there was a win.
Well,
for Trump
so
on file cover up, and now you're saying that like we're
16-year-olds is just gross. Not according to Motley Crue and David Bowie.
So hold on. So I mean, you agree that Trump got the number?
Fucking illegal aliens.
The illegal immigration number is down under Trump.
Yes, the number of crossings is down.
Well, that's a victory for Trump. That's a huge.
Yes, and he said that he's not going to deport hotel workers, so the big booty Latinas get to stay.
Yeah, what do you guys think of that? Amnesty.
He walked it back.
I'm a 4. If you're a 9, you're fine. We can't
even take a chip out of the 12 million Biden let in. That's as many as Ellis Island in its totality. If he did 30,000 a day, we would not be able to take a chip out of the 42 million that are here.
To deport these people? Are you okay with illegal?
When you're here illegally, there's no illegal. There's no due process. Wait. When you're here illegally.
Well, no, but there is.
There is, obviously.
Due process just means the process for which you are due, which in the case of an illegal immigrant is it's an expedited removal.
So you're okay with
they literally just arrest you and return
you. Illegal action to deport people. Is that right?
I hate that whole thing you do.
What?
You say it your way and then go, is that right?
You guys will get your chance.
So you're okay with children being raped? Is that it? You want children to get raped? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, I'm saying what you do.
Okay.
It's an analogy.
Pisco, you're literally arguing that you want children to get raped.
I'm not arguing that.
Oh. Well, I don't know why you keep asking us about illegal actions.
People should be able to live their lives? You don't think people should be able to live? You think people should die? You want people to die? I just want to make that straight. So you think people should die? Okay, so people should die.
So say it with your chest. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if the government does illegal shit.
I don't give a fuck about illegal aliens.
No, but you don't
get them out of here.
You don't give a fuck if the government does illegal shit.
Can I ask you a question? I just want an answer, yes or no. That's it, just one word. Did or did you not rape a dog? Just a yes or no. You've been.
Can you not rape a dog? How do you make love to a dog?
Well, that's my question.
Ow, stop. I'm not into this.
You get all mad when people don't answer your questions, but you won't answer mine.
I think my questions are topical. I think they're related to what we're here to discuss.
Okay, that's fine. I don't agree. I think your questions are not topical. I think mine is topical.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you answer that question? It should be really easy for most people.
It's not
So you think it's okay to you think it's okay? No.
Why would anybody
not topical.
refuse to answer
You think
that
it's okay.
question?
So you like
So-
that? So that's cool.
Immigration policy generally, and whether or not you're
No,
willing-
no,
Immigration
no. Hold on
policy
a minute.
generally-
I need an answer on that.
Immigration policy.
Hold on.
Immigration.
Hold on.
Immigration is
Are
a
we serious?
topical. You guys brought up immigration, and the issue of whether or not you're gonna.
Who
fuck
in
a
their right
butthole,
mind would
gonna
refuse
fuck a
to
dog.
answer
I mean, it's
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
He's acting the best you got.
Wait,
This
he's
is
acting
the best
guilty.
you got.
He's acting guilty.
So this-
just
I
like
wasn't
Trump
trying-
and
This is the
Epstein.
best you got. So
I'll give you the benefit.
So they're-
Hold on.
the way that they're gonna try to hide the cover up
Guys,
of
you're gonna
Epstein
get your
files-
Hey, real quick, guys. Like when you guys scream sentences, we can't understand, we can't hear you. If you put your name in the hat, you're gonna be able to tell us whatever you want.
gotta
So
cheer
try
for
to, that's how
But
we're gonna do it.
I gotta say,
Wait, hold on. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that he didn't, but he's so annoying that he just refuses to answer. Now everybody here thinks he raped a dog. Why don't you just say no? Are
This
you
is the
that?
best you got.
Say no.
This is the best you got.
Just answer my question.
What's the dog?
So
Wait, are we going by dog years or its actual age?
So we're here to discuss Trump. and
No,
they
the
can't
dog.
defend
Now
it.
we're on the topic of the dog.
They can't defend it.
The topic has
And so they
changed.
have
We've
they have
shipped
to
sail,
meme.
buddy.
They have to meme.
Just say no.
So I'm here to discuss whether Trump is fucking up. He obviously is. And
Just answer the question about the dog,
I do have an
please.
answer for Matan. You're asking about Trump fucking up, and I hear these liberals saying Trump is acting real guilty.
fucking dogs.
And then when he asks you about a dog to make a point, you refuse to answer it. You're sounding real
hang
guilty.
on a second. So what liberals are saying, what the left is saying with the Epstein files, is that he is covering shit up. That
And
he-
we're saying that about the
Correct.
dog
yeah.
right now.
So, but that's
You're
topical
right.
to the president of the United States that Trump is. All right, and that's based on his actual conduct. His
There's a
actual
relevance
conduct.
in this
And-
room. Everybody wants to know if their dog is safe, okay?
Yeah.
So please go ahead and
So-
answer the question.
So I'm not gonna just address your bullshit. I'm not gonna. This is a conversation.
Everybody already told you
This
that they
is-
thought Trump was lying
this
about the
is a-
Epstein stuff.
Yeah, and you're bringing it up.
What do
You're-
you mean? We all
so
just
you're
told you
bringing
we
it up
thought
as
he
a
was
comparison.
lying.
So you're bringing it up as a comparison. You're saying
I'm not
not
bringing
asking
anything
about
up
a
as a
dog.
comparison.
Can anyone
I'm concerned. I
imagine
used to have a
if the
dog.
left went through the kind of scrutiny that the right goes through? Can you imagine if conservative straight white males went through, or anyone but
You're
that
such a
group had to
victim.
had to deal with the kind of scrutiny that group gets? Like if we
Crybaby.
fucking fart in the morning, these lefties
if you
are
just
all
cover up the
over
Epstein
us.
files, if you cover that up, they're
They
all over
fucking
us. Why are you
destroyed this
criticizing
country
us for the
since
Epstein
Obama.
files?
They
Look at this
talk
shit.
over you. They won't shut the fuck up. And we have to sit there prostrating ourselves, begging for forgiveness for January 6th and the Epstein files
bringing it up.
when they keep destroying this fucking country with their communist fucking sabotage.
Communist sabotage.
Yeah, that's
Talk
what
more about
that's
that.
what the left
Yes.
does.
All right,
Say
guys.
more about that.
All right, Pisco, guys, put a pin in it. Hey, you're about to get your chance. You get your name.
Wait, hold on. I have a question
Okay,
real quick.
Let's get it.
If somebody's in the audience, do they get to get a mic and ask a question?
Yes, they do. So what's gonna happen,
Wait,
guys?
hold
think,
on. Can I
Matan?
ask a question?
Yes, you can ask. A
Did
question.
you that dog? You can't sit here. Everybody's gonna answer the questions that they ask us. You have to answer them too. You can't be the one odd man out.
Stop saying weird. Just say f that dog.
No, it's.
How does
of
the
course
dog
it is.
consent?
By the way, I don't
Say,
think he did it. I'm not
"Did you rape
accusing
a
him. I
baby?"
just think
Of
he's
course
super
he did.
prideful. So it's funny because now he's all mad and like a little
I'm
sissy
mad.
over
I mean,
there.
I think it's important to like talk about what we're here to talk about. I think
Yeah,
that
but
we should
now
talk about, like,
everybody
Trump.
here thinks that
I
you
think it's
had
important.
a dog.
I think our
So they're gonna
country-
take everything you said less seriously because I asked you as a joke, sort of, and you won't even say you didn't.
So
I know, Pisco. Just say no, and then we
no,
can move
I'm,
on.
I'm not going to address it. I'm not going to.
You're too prideful.
Wait, hold on. Is there some truth to the dog?
I know that now.
no,
I'm
I'm
starting
not-
to feel
I'm not-
kind of weird.
This is real
I'm not
weird,
going to-
man.
I'm not. We said I'm not going
I'm
to
not gonna
address that.
dignify
Address
that.
what?
You're not gonna
He's
address
scared
that.
of
I'm not
perjuring
gonna- I'm not
himself.
going to
there a-
address that or dignify it at all. We're here to talk about Trump.
I did not know who you were before this. Is there previous accusations about this? Am I on a lucky streak?
All right, guys. Well, you are here because you're going to have your chance to debate any of these people. You can debate the libtard, Gavin, Tim, me, or
not a
Matan.
libtard.
So how it's going to work? No, the guy next to you. So we're going to pull names out. Tim and I will pull names out. You're going to need to go over there in that corner because that's where we have the camera. That's where the microphone is. You got 1 minute to take, your hottest take on Trump, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Trump. We'll let you guys have a little.
I think we all know what the first question needs to be.
Yes, we do. So with all that being said, let's call her first name. Tim, you want to do it? Just you pull the first name. Okay. All right. Let's see. Elizabeth Travis. Come on down, Elizabeth. Give it up for Elizabeth. And so we can get through as many names as possible. We got a sense of urgency. Come on stage. We got to go. We're in a hurry. So Elizabeth, go to the right there. You see the guy with the microphone? Right in the doorway, guys.
Right over here. You got 1 minute.
All right, Elizabeth. You got 1 freaking minute.
Where's my money, Matan? You owe me money. I'm your manager.
He'll have to answer if you ask him that question. Can
No,
you try
where
it?
is her money, Matan?
I already told people online that I'm a scammer. So if this is somebody I took money from, I don't have any. I don't take blame. I don't care.
I was told I'd get a monthly in and out video of you trying it for the first time.
Well, I'm a
got
scammer.
one.
I don't know what to tell you. If I promise something and I didn't deliver on it, then that's on you. I don't know why you would trust somebody who keeps telling you they're a scammer.
He has a point. That is on you.
Did he the dog?
Come on. Are you just gonna sit here like a little fat baby, just like stomping your feet? I'm not
I want
gonna
to
answer
address
that.
the actual issue we're here to discuss. So
There's a
if
huge
you have like a real
problem. There's
question,
a guy on
I'm
stage
happy
here.
discussing
to
that.
answer it.
Why won't you say no?
I'm here to actually address the issue of the panel.
He doesn't want to be perjured.
I have one more question.
Hurry.
Did you a dog?
Wait, Matan. I have one
All
more
right,
question.
Elizabeth.
Is Mike single?
All right, Elizabeth. Now that's good. That's your 1 minute.
I tried
You
everything.
can go sit down. All right, now let's call a name. Let's go. Give it up for Elizabeth, guys. Clap
Give it up,
for her.
guys.
We like that. She got scammed by Matan. All right, the next victim, the one, the only, Max Goddard. Come on down. Come on, Max. Is Max here?
That's not as cool of a name as Elizabeth Travis. I like that name.
I know she's
Garter's
Randy
kind of a
Travis's-
weird.
That's
It
Randy
makes you think
Travis's
of garter
daughter.
belts. Yeah.
Randy Travis's
Kind
daughter.
of a bummer of a last name.
All right, Max, come on down. You got 1 minute. Your hottest take, brother.
I don't really have any hot takes.
Well, what do you want to debate?
I will just say, I think Trump's successes, the right successes, are less because of our successes and more because of just the left's failures.
Yeah.
I mean, the left, they don't have any leadership. They don't have any, they're just kind of lukewarm at this point. There's not really anything going on with them. I think the left has been, they're demotivated. They have no drive anymore. They have no,
I think that's why they're farming out, what's her name? Jasmine Crockett. Because it's like letting the outfielders pitch. The game is so toast now that
It's all
they
kind
don't
of
give a
vague.
shit.
Can you what's the
Like,
policy
who
of Trump
could they
that you like?
possibly run for president?
Yeah, come on
Eric
down here. Come on
Swalwell?
down.
Come take a seat.
Pete
Join the debate.
Buttigieg?
Join the debate.
AOC?
Go this way. Come this way. We'll bring them
Give it up,
for
everybody.
3 minutes. Come on
We
down.
got questions. I actually, I kind of get what he's saying. I agree a lot. So, is your argument? It's not so much that Trump is winning, but the left has been demoralized, and they've got no leaders.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Lean to that mic when you get it.
Talking to the mic.
I'm trying to talk into the mic. There we go.
So you don't think Trump has gotten any wins?
I think he's gotten wins.
What are you doing?
I got
Like, you got it? I think
We can't hear him now.
Talk into
hear
it.
him.
No.
You're not helping, Matan. You're not helping.
You're not helping.
Hello. We're good. Trump has gotten wins for sure. There's the immigration. The decrease in illegal immigration that we have, that's excellent. That's awesome. The Epstein stuff was that was a
bad,
major
right?
step. That was bad.
Should
That was a
Pam
major
Bondi
setback.
resign, you think?
You're nuts.
I think
Fine, bitch.
release the Epstein files and then we can talk about what happens to Bondi afterward. But I think it's, right now we're kind of at a little bit of a stagnation, and the left, they don't really have much standing anymore.
What do you think of Doge? That was a failure, right?
No, it did great.
Elon
And
Musk
then
says it's a
it was
failure.
abandoned too early.
Elon Musk said it was a failure.
So now it's a loss if the win isn't winny enough?
No, I'm just so Elon Musk says the whole project is fucking stupid because they got this bill
To be fair, he is our shadow president. We just don't tell the liberals.
Well, I just want to say like the whole idea of
That breakup did break my heart. That was.
Oh, did it really?
I mean, they had
because
such a beautiful relationship going on.
Because Elon's our shadow president. You know, we were heartbroken over it.
Yeah.
But that entire effort was supposedly to like make the deficit go down, to improve efficiency, and now we just have this big bloated bill that is getting rid of Medicaid to give tax cuts to like the richest people and to
You don't support that?
Yeah, no, I think it's stupid. I think it's wrong,
Why?
and it's counter to the thesis of what Doge was about. That was a failed project. Can we at least acknowledge that?
No, you aren't correct.
Okay, so what did we get out of Doge?
So USAID has been shut down.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Massive, generational success with the end of USAID.
yeah, so like you don't want us funding these
Coups in foreign
projects
countries,
to-
agreed.
Coups in
so-
foreign countries.
So should we also, by the way, defund Israel?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is Trump, do you think?
Why is AOC voting to fund Israel?
Why is Trump being Netanyahu's bitch?
He's got big beef with Netanyahu. They're not getting along at all anymore.
No, he's giving him an open hand.
But to be honest, like I try to look at the big picture of U.S. foreign policy spending, and targeting a single country of Israel, and we can certainly talk about Israel's influence in U.S. politics and all that. I'm like, well, hold on. We're having a broader conversation on the totality of foreign policy. Targeting a hot button wedge issue kind of distracts from the conversation.
All right, get out of here. You're out of here, Max. Get out.
Hey man, thanks for coming.
All right,
I was
give it
going
up
to give
for
you
Max.
shit for
All right.
having your phone on.
All right, our next victim, the one, the only Brick Suit. Come on down. Give it up for Brick Suit.
Wait, I thought I'm Brick Suit.
Come on. Come here. Come on, Brick Suit. Where you at?
He's putting on the brick suit.
Putting on the
over here,
bricks.
Brick, right
Doodle-doo.
All right, brother, you got 1 minute.
Okay, first of all, I've had nothing to do with that dog.
I thought so.
But I'm going to tell you, Trump is winning on all cylinders. You might be picking around the margins of maybe one or two things that you don't like. But directionally, it's victory after victory after victory. And since he's been in office, it looks like a Rocky montage where the other fighter isn't landing a single punch. It's just body blow after headshot after uppercut. The left has no answer. It's a complete and total victory.
I mean,
Come on
down,
down.
Brick Suit. Come on
you're really
down.
happy. So
You can't argue that.
Trump promised prices would come down. That was his promise. They have not come down. You know it.
How did you like
you
that?
know it.
How did
I
you-
know it. You know it. I know it. Growth is anemic.
How did you like that graph?
The tariffs are a disaster. Everyone knows it, and people hate them. That's why his approval rating on every single issue is coming down, because people know, especially and including inflation, people know that he's not.
How'd you like that graph that the Democrats posted?
I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
the graph
I don't know
that
what
said
the fuck you're
Trump
talking
is
about, dude.
responsible for inflation. They had to take it down
Wait,
after 4
no, wait,
hours.
wait. Trump-
the Democrats
Trump-
can't even post a graph.
Trump promised.
What are you talking? They can't even post a graph.
Trump promised to bring prices down. He failed. Yes or no?
No.
No.
Oh, so prices have come down.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
great, huh?
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, okay,
Trump was roasted when he says, "I don't know. It's kind of hard to make prices go down."
No, he promised they would come down. Don't try to gaslight your
No.
audience now. He promised the prices would come down.
Trump literally
No.
got roasted for saying he didn't know if he could do it.
He
It
said
happened.
prices would come down. Everyone knows that they're not coming down globally. Like
Saying
overall.
everyone knows does not make it true. And you're talking
you
about
can pick one or
prices
two.
in a country of 340 million people. What prices are you specifically
I'm
talking
about the
eggs?
CPI.
Are we doing
I'm
eggs? Are we
talking
doing
about-
gas?
I'm talking about inflation overall. I'm not talking about specific commodities. I'm
President
talking-
Trump also said that a key component of reduction in prices would be the unlocking American energy, and the decrease in costs in the energy sector would drive that. And he specifically
how's that worked out?
And he specifically stated that it would take up to a year for those results to come about. So here we are after 6 months, and you're complaining about promises
He
that
said
have
prices,
a future.
No.
So
you're lying
your
right now.
premise is completely invalid.
So Trump said the price would come down like on day one. That's what he said. And also
Not about energy.
Yeah.
He said energy would take a while for it to come down, and we are headed in that
so on
energy.
energy. So how are we headed in that direction? Actually, because he stopped. So one of the things that that Elon was arguing about in the big beautiful bill, you can say that it's self-serving all you want, but they got rid of a lot of these subsidies to improve energy. It's actually booming in places like Texas at all for like electric cars and those kinds of energy sectors, solar energy, that kind of stuff. We're falling behind China now, and these tariffs aren't going to make prices be better. They're going to make prices be worse. That's why the Federal Reserve. That's why the Federal Reserve has not lowered interest rates yet, because they're worried about the inflationary effect of tariffs, and you know it. That's a broken promise.
So far, the
tariffs
that
you know it and everybody knows it and you know it.
Well,
That's really irritating.
Do you agree with the tariffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called tough love.
It's called tough love.
It's like going to bed. You don't want to go to bed, but you'll be well rested the next day.
And we're all suffering. We're all suffering because of
it
tariffs.
sucks to go to. It sucks to eat your vegetables too.
But Pisco, you know why he's putting the tariffs in place, so we have more power and leverage in our geopolitical negotiations.
He has inconsistent rationales. On the one hand, it's to shore up domestic production. But then he's like touting all these deals. If he's just trying to get better free trade deals, that's not going to shore up domestic production. So on the one hand, he has this negotiation rationale that's totally at odds with his shoring up rationale, and the deals suck. They suck compared to what we have currently. And he promised 90 deals in 90 days, and he failed on that too. Constantly failing, underachieving, overpromising, underachieving. That you guys still believe that he's.
So let me just.
Good argument. Good argument.
Imagine this microscope on Biden. Can you fucking imagine?
Get real.
By the way, what is your problem with being mistaken for Gavin?
No, I can't tell you how many times it's happened in Vegas.
Okay, that's
and
a
I could have gotten
though.
away with it. Like chicks come up to me and say, "Are you Gavin?"
But why are you so adverse to that? Indulge.
It's just like but I don't want to.
I'm married. Go get some pussy on my behalf.
I don't want to sully your reputation, So I just great to be up here, and once we're finally in the same room, so those rumors can be put to rest.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing.
No, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Well, you seem pretty concerned about it.
Yeah, but
it's not like being him who won't admit to screwing a dog.
I think it's you. And they're
That's
like,
great.
Gavin, you can't go
I want to
back.
smell your dick after.
I don't know about that.
I don't get out much.
Here's what I'll say, Pisco.
Wants to shove something up your ass.
Trump has made a ton of promises he did not fulfill, but that doesn't mean he isn't winning. So I think it's fair to say Trump promised this, that, or otherwise. We didn't get there. We didn't get on some of these there yet. Some look like we're not going to get. But across the board, we still face a net positive from his administration based on what we voted for.
Really? I mean, do you think that it's a net positive, for example, on corruption when Donald Trump accepts a $400 million worth Qatari plane?
He should not accept the Qatari airplane. No, he should not.
Okay, so
it's another sin. You cut me.
There's 1,000 examples like that. His crypto scams.
Oh yeah.
His corrupt deal with Mayor Adams.
Yeah, but that's their fault that they believed it. Come on, it was obvious.
I mean,
you know what I constantly see from the left is this: when was America ever great? And what they mean is it was never perfect. They go, in 1986, which is the number I always use for when America was great. They always go, oh, yeah, then taxes were high back then. America was never perfect, but it was always the greatest. That's what MAGA means. It means the greatest of all the options.
You guys hate America.
It doesn't mean perfect.
You hate America. You hate everything that America stands for.
Go have a beer with a fucking welder and tell me.
You tried to overturn.
Who would a plumber rather have a beer with, me or you?
You tried to overturn the election. You and your criminal friends.
Yeah.
You and your criminal friends try to overturn our election.
Hold on.
Your criminal friends that your buddy in the White House pardoned. These cop beaters and thugs. That's what you. So you don't like America. You don't like the due process clause of the Constitution. You don't like the First Amendment of the Constitution. So to be 100% clear, I think that you stand in stark contrast to what America means and what it represents.
You would be a pariah in a dive bar,
Getting rid
and
of
that means you hate
birthright
America.
citizenship is awesome.
Wait, what did you say?
I said getting rid of birthright citizenship is
So
awesome.
these people don't know anything about the birthright citizenship clause.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're so dumb.
So
yeah.
So you wanted to defy the Constitution.
You guys are not educated.
Well, actually, contextually, as that was written from the contemporaneous notes of the people who authored that amendment, it did not. They expressly said that it would not apply
You're
the
wrong,
way it's
sir.
been applied. No,
You're
it's
wrong,
not.
sir.
For the
So
slaves,
I'll
it was
explain.
to give citizenship to slaves.
No. So the clause says subject to the jurisdiction thereof. And that clause is meant to incorporate the English common law rule of birthright citizenship. And that rule, as understood in the Supreme Court in Wong Kim Ark, you can read the case, applies to any persons born in this country, excluding like 2 or 3 categories of historical exceptions.
What
The
year-
children of ambassadors.
Real quick, sorry.
Children of American
What year
Indians.
was Wong Kim Ark?
1890-ish.
What year was the 14th?
The 14th Amendment, 1868, and by the way, the first restrictive immigration law. We had open borders in this country.
So
up to
why-
18
so-
let me just finish. Up to 1875 in the Page Act, that was the first restrictive immigration law. So it's preposterous to suggest.
So I have a question for you.
It's preposterous to suggest that the citizenship clause applies to illegal immigrants.
Dude,
when
you
there
got
was
to
no-
cut your Adderall prescription down by
guys,
50%.
There was
Yeah.
no conception of that until
I have
1875.
a question for you, Pisco.
Yeah.
To set up the question, what year was the 14th?
1868.
And what year was Wong Kim Ark?
A couple decades after that.
It's a 2 or 3.
It's maybe
So
20, 30 years after.
it seems like if there's a Supreme Court case on this, it meant that there was actually a debate happening for a generation as to whether or not it actually applied to citizens.
No, that's not true. I just
Then
explained
why
you
did it go to the Supreme Court?
So what went to the Supreme Court was one instance where, the child
The
of
precedent
a
was
laborer,
set.
No, a child of a laborer was coming back into the country. He was born in the country, and he was, but we didn't have the INA back then. These categories of here without status, these are modern conceptions, and like I just explained to you, the
Someone
Page
filed a
Act
lawsuit?
in 1875 was the very first restrictive immigration law.
So
on
I
the
can ask you a
books.
question.
Yeah.
So in the 1890s, when this precedent was set about birthright citizenship, it was actually contested to the Supreme Court.
It was contested to the Supreme Court.
Which means that nationally it was not agreed upon the 14th Amendment would apply to all peoples.
Yeah, just because it's not like agreed upon with some.
Bro,
So-
who
so-
cares?
wait, wait, wait.
Chinese women who are 8.5 months pregnant are flying to America, giving birth, and then flying home. The law is being abused. It had to be repaired, and Trump repaired it. Thank you,
When
sir.
you say repair, you mean change.
But
When
Pisco,
say
you
repair,
know
mean change.
there are people that are taking advantage of this.
Yes,
you know
wait.
that. So-
There are bad people who take advantage of every constitutional provision. There are bad people who take advantage of the First Amendment.
All
There are
right,
bad people who take
that's
advantage of the
fair.
Second
I'm happy
Amendment.
you agree that you lost. I won that debate. All right, guys,
Brick
give it up
suit.
for Brick Suit, everybody. All right. We love Brick Suit. All right, the next victim, come on down. Kim Steele, where are you at? Kim
Whoa,
Steele.
that's a cool
Where are
name.
you?
That's
I
an
don't see
action
you.
hero.
Where you at? Come on down,
Male
Kim.
or female, that's an action hero.
Yeah.
Kim Steele.
You're gonna go
You know
right
who we
that
have to
doorway.
call? Kim Steele.
Matan, what'd you think about Brick Suit?
About who?
Brick Suit.
I think we need to take all those illegal immigrants and then sell them and then use the money to fund Lockheed Martin.
Yes. I like
And you know-
that.
That's a
you
new
know,
take.
I just learned something. Someone super chatted IRL and explained to me that illegal immigrants count as 3/5 of a person. It's true, they do. I'm not. It is in the Constitution. We looked it up. It literally is. It doesn't say slaves. It literally says all
Well,
other
they
persons.
still have as many body parts like to sell, so it'll be the same amount of money.
But it's only 3/5, so they got to sell at a cheaper rate.
Are immigrants free
Well,
persons?
According, it says all other persons.
Yeah, so are immigrants free persons?
Are you arguing that they're not 3/5?
I'm saying that they're free persons.
As to the context of the Constitution when it was written, that's not what free persons referred to.
What do you think it referred to?
It referred to people in this country who are citizens of this country.
No, that's not what it says.
So you're
the
saying-
framers were smart men. They knew the difference between a person and a citizen. For example, in like the 14th Amendment privileges or immunities clause, it makes reference to citizens when the requirements to be
14th does
present.
as well.
It's citizens. These are lawyers. They're smart.
So-
They're not
so-
just going to make a mistake like that.
So is a person a citizen?
They're kind of better than
A
us
person-
lawyers, aren't
Not
they?
all persons are citizens, but some citizens. So not all
Are
persons
indentured servants?
are free. Well, no, indentured servants aren't free persons, but non-citizens
Are
can be
illegal
are
immigrants who are
persons.
paying off debts to have traveled here indentured servants or free persons?
So it'll depend on the context, obviously. So if it's
So me-
illegal,
Just give him
So
40%
by
real quick,
definition-
I accept
Indentured
your
servitude is
distinction,
illegal.
and I will clarify my
Yeah.
position. Many of the illegal immigrants, like the ones they caught on the farm at the marijuana farm, are actually indentured servants. They pay smugglers and coyotes, and they owe them a debt and have to work on cartel farms illegally in the United States to pay off the debt for travel. We call that indentured servitude, for
And
which they're
massage parlors?
3/5 of a person.
Yeah, so but if
I'm
it-
not in agreement with that, but
if,
that's
if
what the
that
law-
relationship is illegal, then by the law they're not indentured servitudes. It's illegal.
Okay, all right.
know,
now, Kim, you got 1 minute.
Sorry, can I say something briefly
course,
on that
please.
subject? Ben Bankus brought this up, so did Tim Dillon. They are 3/5 of a person, except for those weird Senegalese delivery guys with the cubic backpacks on their electric bikes. Those aren't people. I don't even think that's a problem.
Hey, you ready, Alex?
Yeah, Kim, what do you got for us?
Well, I'm a boomer. And
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I didn't birth myself, dude. But, you know, I don't understand why this dude is up here running his mouth like this. Where were you when the Biden administration was doing so many.
Where were you during 9/11?
And where were you when we were getting high?
Letting all these illegal come into our country and trash it. Where were you when all that illegal shit was going on? But you're gonna bitch about Trump? Really?
Yeah, so I critiqued the Biden administration on a lot of policies. I critiqued him, for example.
Okay.
on
Did you go down to the border and protest him just opening it up so that we could all suffer?
Yeah, it's a lie.
No, it is not.
It is a lie.
Dude, we saw the footage of infinite people coming in from
So,
Sri Lanka and
when you-
fucking
I
Africa.
would like to just point out.
Against the Biden is a lie. Everything you said against Trump is the truth.
All right, Kim, come on down for a second. Come on
Come
down
up
for
on
3
stage.
minutes.
Let's have
Come
a
on.
combo.
All right, Kim, this way, other way, Kim. Hurry, Kim, come on
I
down.
would just like to point out to address Pisco's. Pisco.
We love racist grandmas. We love racist grandmas.
6'7" Kevin and Timcast Media just released a documentary on all of this called Sin Frontera, hour and 46 minutes long, documenting all of the trafficking and all of the shit at the border.
Chill, dude.
So
Not you. I was talking to the audience member. Hey, you're going to get your chance to speak. All right, we have Kim up here. Now, I actually brought Kim up here for a personal reason. Kim and I both agree that we did not land on the moon. And I know Tim over here and his libtards, they think we were able to go in a spaceship in 1969 through 1972
I
back
watched
and
it
forth
happen
to the
in
moon
school, but
on one
you
tank
know.
of gas. So,
Gavin, did we land on the moon?
We landed on the moon.
There we go. 2
Okay,
against
but
1.
you know what? The films that they showed are fake.
Yes, correct. That they needed B-roll to discuss it on the
Well,
news.
that's what Alex convinced me. Is
yeah,
that
they
it
actually
was,
got
Yeah,
caught.
that's
Michael
not.
Collins.
No
they
one
actually-
claimed that was the actual footage. When you're talking about something, you need like Getty images behind you. So they filmed fake shit when they discussed it. But
I
we
was
did
like
go
in
to the moon.
kindergarten when it happened. They pulled the TV set into
And
my classroom.
it says CBS simulation on
yeah,
the video
yeah.
footage.
But I didn't
it was
realize
obviously-
that at 5. But through all
Some
these
people
years,
thought that was the landing, but it wasn't.
half an hour of traveling with Alex in the back seat of my car, and
This is sounding like nepotism that you got up
It
here.
is. I have a little
show up to be a
Is this whole thing rigged?
I just saw Kim, and I know Kim because I did teach her about the moon, but we had to have a 3-minute talk because, listen, we're not going to just sit here and talk about Trump the whole time. We have to talk about something that's important.
Here we go.
And so the moon landing was obviously fake. Everybody needs to know that.
I'm going to stop
In
this right now. I'm
1969
putting my boot down.
We work for Big Moon.
When I offered money to send Alex Stein to Antarctica, he refused.
he refused.
I did
sorry,
refuse
Alex,
because
that is true.
I didn't want them to kill me in Antarctica, and I didn't want to have to land on the ice. But that's neither here
Are you
nor
afraid
there.
of the aliens?
You guys are trying to distract like Pisco. We're not doing the distraction thing. We did not go to the moon on one tank of gas, 250,000 miles, and then all the way back. And on top of that, it was started by Werner von Braun, who was a Nazi that we brought over during Operation Paperclip. And on top of that, Hitler did not die after World War II. He actually went to Argentina and had a bunch of babies. But that's neither here nor there.
I agree that we did not have film of the first landing on the moon.
Everyone agrees.
That's
to
what
that.
I agree.
All right,
That's
give it up
normal.
for her. We love you.
But I'd like to point something out, all right? This gentleman down here is trying to destroy my son's and my grandchildren's life, their future.
How do you mean?
And everything that they stand for.
Because I stand
She's
up for
calling you a
rights.
socialist.
Because
I
you
stand up for
you
their
only
rights.
take sides against the people that you dislike.
So untrue.
You don't admit to the truth about
so
the
untrue.
fact that Biden never one time signed a damn thing. He was incapable.
Oh, good
He
point.
did not-
Yeah.
So
he
first
was
of all-
not a president.
It's really funny, and the people who follow me will know this. I get roasted all the time for criticizing Biden too much. I called his pardons of his son and his family impeachable.
So do you say that the Biden family is a criminal family and that they should all be in prison?
No, I don't agree with that because there's wait. There are some members of the family.
Thank you, Kim. Guys, give it up for Kim, guys. Thank you.
And can I say something about boomers? You know, we always shit on boomers and we make fun of them. At least they bred. At least they fucking got married and have babies. That's
true.
what we need more of. More American families. Yeah, it is.
Who is
It
this one
literally
guy that
is.
won't- Hey, who's the guy that won't shut up? Who is the guy that won't shut up? Come on, you come up. I know. Go, come on the mic. Yeah, get on the mic. You get your 1 minute, dude. You won't shut the hell up. Let's go. Here.
Heckled your way into the show.
Yeah.
Why
let's
did
go.
you give him an advantage?
No, I just let him. Hey, hurry, because I know he's a dumbass. I know he has nothing to say.
I can tell this guy fucks different random chicks every week. That's a gay lifestyle. You have a gay lifestyle, sir.
Okay, come on, dude.
That's
come to the mic.
touche,
Come
that's
to the
pretty
mic,
good.
Dude, what is taking so? What's taking so long?
Where you go?
Dude? Let's go to the mic.
He's got to go get. He's got to go get his toupee.
That's true though. Gavin did shove something up his.
Did, yes.
My first question is for Matan.
I was trying to show that I could dance better with something up my ass than Hillary can with nothing up her ass.
Your good friend going to prison yesterday. Are you upset that you're conservative?
Wait, you have to read this question?
Yes, I'm reading.
That makes you look weak. Just say your question.
How do you feel about your good friend going to prison yesterday? And you're upset that your conservative alpha supreme leader isn't commuting his sentence?
No, I'm very happy.
I can definitely respond to that.
Santos is in jail. I'm super happy about it.
Also, is
I hope he gets. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Dude, reading from the phone is such a beta move.
I know, dude.
Is Longneck waiting outside?
You can't remember that question about
Yeah,
George
that's.
Sanders?
It's not like you're.
I don't understand.
You're not reading Shakespeare.
I mean, dude.
I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry. I mean it seriously.
Reread it.
No, the second one. Sorry. The second question is someone waiting outside.
Scroll.
Is your position that J6 didn't attack police officers that day?
Yes, that is my position.
Fucking delusional.
And he literally answered that already.
My follow-up question is, without those bottleneck glasses, are you legally a blind man?
Okay, that's
dude,
not
you
the correct
suck. All right, sit
adjective.
down, dude.
You mean
That's it. You
Coke
can't
bottle
hear.
glasses.
No,
Bottleneck implies a traffic problem. You mean Coke bottle glasses, and these are an incredibly weak prescription. You're bald. Are we getting into like what happens to people as they get older? I don't get the insult.
Yeah.
I have gray hairs too. What is this?
Yeah, go take a
you
seat,
suck,
bud,
dude.
Yeah, you were terrible, man.
You just got.
Those are your guys.
You know what you should do? You should go marry your last girlfriend and
You just got
stop.
owned by somebody with something up his ass.
You did that. We
I
got
gotta
that.
disagree with the panel on the guys in the questions. I think we actually appreciate the contest.
Yeah, we
contest,
do, but that wasn't that great. I mean, he didn't really have any
I mean,
guys.
like everybody here is on.
He
largely
couldn't
on one
even
side.
remember the question to Matan
That's
about.
fair, I guess.
All right, now we're gonna bring up somebody else. Now, come on down, Armin Gupta. That sounds ethnic. This could be good.
I don't know the context of Indian names, so that might be a cool name over there. I wouldn't know.
Armin
He might be
Gupta.
Armenian.
Could be Armenian. Who knows? Is Armand here?
He's coming. He's coming.
All right, Armand.
Armand.
Check him for bombs.
Check him for BMW.
It's Pisco, right?
Pisco, that's right, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming out. I know it can be kind of hard, around this.
No, I appreciate
Good
it.
up for Pisco.
So, how do you define winning?
I think winning is achieving an aim.
A what?
Achieving an aim.
So, based on the platform that he ran on, do you think he's achieved anything?
I think it's a mixed bag if you go by the platform that he set out. But I take my version of winning, to be different than like what you guys would consider winning.
Sure.
I think on both sides, at least for you guys, it's a mixed bag, definitely, and for me, it's a disaster.
So, given that he's from our party, I would assume, from our side we think he's winning. Does that qualify? Obviously, you think he wouldn't be winning because you're on the other side, but.
Yeah, no. So I'm here to convince you on your own terms.
Sure.
He's not achieving.
But you're subjecting him to your terms too.
Both. I'm doing both.
So could we agree that the terms should probably be the campaign platform that he ran on?
I don't know about that. So,
why not?
So if what you mean by is Trump winning, semantically you mean is he achieving what he wants to achieve? Then then analytically, by definition, he's doing what he's doing.
Come on down.
Perfect.
Come on down.
Everyone,
Come on up.
But that's not.
Give it up, guys. Give it up.
Hang on. Because it's a little debate bro-y, but that's trivially true. If what you're saying is by definition he's winning because he's doing what he wants, and what he wants to do is what he does, then okay, if that's what your standard for winning is, then I guess analytically you win the debate. But that's not what most people.
It sounds like what you need to argue is why your definition of winning should be the one that we're following.
Well, no, I think even under
Every time you get up a little bit more.
I'm appealing to MAGA supporters. I think what I take to be their collective expectations for Trump. I think that's fair to do.
I think the fact that we're here says that he is actually achieving something close to our expectations,
Well,
or
you
else
agree
we wouldn't be
that's not
supporting our
logically
president.
entailed, right? So
how is that not logic? Tell
Your
me.
physical presence at an event means that he's achieving his aims. Why does that follow? Can you
No,
explain that?
I'm just saying that it gives some credence to it, not that it's
I don't
the
know
whole
why.
thing. I think the fact that the
I think you
polls
guys
are
will
up,
come out for political.
And we're in
not have anything
D.C.,
to
by
do
the way, where
Well, just
I
tell-
think
well, ask-
1%
tell me
of the
why-
population voted for Trump. So the fact that people are coming out in D.C.
Like,
is
do you really think
unique.
we're here to discuss whether the person in the White House is doing what they want to do, and therefore they're achieving by definition what they
I
want to do?
think he's doing what we want him to do, and
Okay, so
that's
let's talk
why
about
we're
it.
here
So do you
saying
want
that
him
he
to
is winning.
Do you want him to release the Epstein files?
Yes.
Okay, he's failing on that, correct?
No.
Wait, why not?
Okay, so
Oh, it takes time. It takes time. Why does it take that much time?
Tim Pool brought something up
Okay.
some episode ago where he said that because he has the sort of positions that we have, we're willing to tolerate some of the things that he's not doing well. Would you say that that's fair? That if somebody's out there that's actually fighting for this nation, that we'd be willing to tolerate with them?
Yeah, so I think that some amount of tolerance is expected. And
Okay,
I would
perfect.
Wait, but the Epstein stuff, unlike what Gavin suggested, is central to your mythology.
In 2020, what was your position on the Epstein files?
The Epstein stuff is central to your mythology.
Were you talking about this before too, or just since Trump got in office?
I've talked about the Epstein stuff before, but I just want to.
Okay, perfect.
I'm literally here arguing on your terms, right?
I understand that. But his platform platform isn't just the Epstein files, is it?
I agree.
Right?
So that's why I brought up other things.
Perfect.
So, for example, prices. He's not succeeding on prices.
I think the term was net positive, right?
Yeah, he's the price.
So for the most part, he's doing the things that we want. Within 6 months, we've got win after win. I think we're doing something good here.
What's the single best thing?
The single best thing. Let's see. Giving more money to CBP, to ICE, getting these people out of here that shouldn't be here.
Yep.
Actually changing the conversation in this nation. Giving people like us the opportunity to say, hey, we're done. We're not putting up with this crap that you keep putting over here.
So then you must take
Tell me how that's not winning.
Yeah, so
are we all deluded?
If all you wanted was funding like Border Patrol and
I want funding so we can go get these people out of here. That's it.
all I want.
So if that's all you want, you would have.
That's not all I want. I want the job done.
So you would have supported like the bipartisan infrastructure bill if what you're talking about are money.
That was a bullshit scam. We didn't fall for that.
Chill, guys, don't fucking sway out. So, but also like he's already like putting huge holes in his deportation policy, right?
And tell me what those holes are.
All right, guys, give it up for Armand. Thank you, Armand.
Good work, Armand.
I want to point out, we're not asking has Trump won. We're asking is he winning.
That guy was not Armenian. He might have been Indian.
I think
Yeah,
so.
probably Indian.
All right.
Second generation.
Rich Felice, come on down. Rich Felice. Let's
Why did
go.
you choose that sound for your phone?
I don't know. It's a guitar thing.
Isn't that like bad to the bone or something?
I am.
So
bad
are you
to the
saying
bone.
you're bad to the bone?
I am bad to the bone. I'm a bad.
I think you're a
dude.
very interesting, successful guy. I don't really see you as bad.
Okay, well.
Like you don't even drink.
I mean, I do a heroin.
And he's a
though.
vegetarian.
I do, yeah,
Yeah.
and I am a vegetarian. I'm a soy boy.
Like if
yeah.
that's George Thorogood, he's the one bourbon, one scotch, one beer guy. I don't. Bad to the bone.
I just do a little fentanyl to just
That's
even
not
things out.
bad.
All right,
That's
Rich.
sad.
What do you got for us, Rich?
Prime time. Your coffee was incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Over Epstein, I just want to point out that it was the Republicans that were first on board of attacking Trump. They were the ones that were actually going after him, saying this is ridiculous. Why? What is happening? We don't know what's happening in the background, but it was Democrats that jumped on afterwards.
Yeah, so I'll address that. So you're basically saying, how are we hypocrites because we're calling them out for it? That's not the argument. I mean, I can think of ways in which you guys are hypocrites.
It's a political push on your part. It is hypocritical.
Whether it's a political push or not, the question is, do you think he's being successful on the Epstein files?
I do think he's being. We don't know what's happening.
Is the answer you don't know? Or do you know?
We don't know.
Are you happy or unhappy
We
with how
genuinely don't know.
I am frustrated.
Okay,
I actually gave that to you as a courtesy.
Which is why, again, we were the first ones that were vocal against it.
So I'm just giving you an example of how Trump is not winning. So a separate argument is, are Democrats hypocrites? Are you guys hypocrites? But the question is he winning on the Epstein files? And you're saying you're very unhappy.
We will find out. We have 100 people that are apparently going to be named.
You're coping. They already came to their conclusion. Wait, they already came to their conclusion. There was a memo released on like July 6th or 7th that said nothing more to see here, folks. And that's.
But it's you bring up a great point though. The Epstein thing is far from over. The left smelled that there might be a loss there, and they're jerking off all over it. It's like the files are drenched in cum, and we haven't even opened the binder yet.
So this is cope, by the way. So they said they did an exhaustive review. I'm not using my terms. I'm using the Attorney General's words. Exhaustive review. And they said, nothing more to see here, folks. No evidence of any wrongdoing in the current files the FBI has. And they said, case
still
closed.
open. No, the case is not closed.
Is where the files were. We don't know what they did to those files.
You know what? I'm taking it back. I'm not giving you that as a victory anymore.
So Trump is not alleging.
You were an ingrate.
So Trump is not alleging that they lost evidence.
It's back.
Trump is alleging that they manufactured the Epstein files. He calls it the Epstein hoax. And you guys are just ignoring
where
that he's
Comey's daughter was stationed.
I gotta interject, but you keep doing this blanket. No one here is defending that. Like, everyone's frustrated with it. Everyone's upset over it.
Exactly.
His point was that Republicans were first in line to be upset over it. So you were correct.
You want us. You think it's our Achilles heel.
Yeah.
And we're like sweating when you bring up the files.
Let us, Pisco,
can we change the subject?
let us aim our power rings to the sky of calling for the release of the Epstein files, and our powers combined, maybe we'll get them released.
Yes.
Hey, I'm in favor of that. I'm in favor of greater transparency. But
And Democrats are going to lose bad when they get released, by the way.
Schumer was like, hey, what are they doing? Don't talk to Maxwell.
Clinton's going to have like dicks in his mouth.
Isn't what he's already done?
Children's tits in his
To
face.
Tim's point, last week there was a lot of blackpilling on your show last week. That there are a ton of amazing executive orders, but the legislation has not actually made it fulfilled.
What legislation?
It's partially winning, but until the Congress actually acts, we're not going to actually see solid wins long term.
Do you support the bill they did pass, which increased the debt ceiling and
it did CBO didn't factor in the tax cuts that were
no these are incredibly rosy assessments. They're giving rosy assessments.
I got it.
And
he just
increasing
had
the deficit massively.
The deficit in June, they just found that there was
that's because that's when they collect taxes. Guys, don't fall for these
tariffs.
memes.
I can't remember
where they're winning.
Thank you, Rich. No, that's good.
the month
Thank
where
you,
they
Rich.
collect. We've done that in certain months during the Biden administration as well.
I want to just inject. I can't remember who was on the show saying this, but they were like, the deficit voter is fake and doesn't exist. Literally, no one gives a fuck about the deficit. They just pretend to when it's politically advantageous.
Like Trump.
And then
Trump.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. Because every party just says, remove the debt ceiling, crank up the budget, give me the money, and then the other side pretends like they're upset until they do the exact same thing.
You're saying no one really cares about the deficit. Thomas Massey does.
Well,
You
no one
support Thomas
understands
Massey?
it.
I'm a
I don't
big fan
understand
of
it.
Thomas Massey
We
and
like
Ro
Thomas
Khanna
Massey.
for that reason.
Okay, so if
But the point is, it's like the Democrats don't give a shit when the deficit goes up when they get their agenda through, and the Republicans don't give a shit when the deficit goes up when they get their agenda through, because everyone's trying to win their agenda.
well, I don't know. I think the Democrats
They're
are
like,
being,
I will spend whatever I have to of your money to do what I want to do.
Manchin really pressured Biden to make sure that he was fully costing his measures, like the Inflation Reduction Act. Similar things with Obama. They weren't as crazy.
Oh, come on,
as some
just
of the
admit
spending.
it, dude.
What do you mean?
Both parties cranked the deficit to the moon.
Republicans more.
Oh, it's like,
Oh, come on.
Republicans
All
more.
right, guys. Let's call a new name. Let's go. How about what is this? Shabar Raza. Come on down, Shabar Raza.
That's a cool name.
Shabar. I
Shabar
know.
Raza.
Is that a?
Although it's
Come on,
weird to
Raza.
have your first name end with the same letter that the new name begins with.
I know, double R.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ra. That makes me want to roll the R's. Come on, Shabar. Come on
It's like
down.
Mike
Come on
Cunt.
down.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got the long hair. Damn.
All right, boss, you got 1 minute.
Cool. Question for Matan. Do you think Santos purposely went to jail so he could get the
I wouldn't be surprised. I keep seeing him on Twitter saying that they're gonna kill him or him in jail. I think that he's gonna probably have consensual sex in jail, and he just wants an excuse for it. But I don't know. I think he's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get. I think he's gonna. He might be trying to people though, in just the way that some gay people do when they try to convince straight people that they're also gay.
Right,
So
right.
not like physical. He's gonna be mentally people.
When you went on his podcast and you called his co-host Jamal, that was one of the funniest moments of 2025.
I didn't know that guy's name, so I was just taking a joke.
But speaking of, sorry to interrupt, but speaking of hypocrisy, his sentence was fucking insane.
Yeah,
What's
he
he get
deserves to be
87 months?
pardoned.
And we,
No.
the left protects all their people and forgives their corruption. What he spent some campaign
This
money
guy's
on
not
bow
the
ties?
right, though. This guy's just
No,
gay
we
grifter.
forgive him.
I don't think
87 months is fucking nuts. I want corruption on our side too.
I don't. I think I disagree on corruption for both sides, unless it's Republican, which is agreeing with you. But I don't know. I don't like him. I mean, I don't think that guy's actually.
No one
a
likes
Republican.
him,
Yeah, why would you let him?
but I
out?
want him forgiven because he's technically on our side.
I don't think that's true at all. I think he's. I don't think he gives a shit about anything. I
Yeah.
think that he's the type of guy who would want to be on like RuPaul's Drag Race, but he realized he didn't have the look for it, so he started trying to become a Republican, which is a very odd route to fame. But I mean, I guess it worked for him.
Yeah, we need more unity on our side.
Yeah, but when he voted, he did have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress.
Yeah, because he knew that he had to do that. I mean, I don't know why that was his choice, but he went with that and he stuck with it.
I think that's admirable. All right, we're gonna call.
I want one last question.
What do you got, Shabar? What do
I
you
was
got?
gonna say, Tim. So what happens? Let's say if Trump does get found in the list, like legally, right? Because he had all that shit in New York. But like as the president, as whatever, what's the Constitution like limits So nothing. So then there is no real like point to even investigating it, right?
There is because
What is the list? Like, what does it say? It says Donald Trump, 11-year-old girl on Thursday, June 29th. Here's some photos.
Right.
Like, what? I don't understand what this list is.
The list is a figurative statement of people who are associated with Epstein who are engaged in child trafficking, or they were bringing these teenage girls under the excuse of modeling or coming to islands and then forcing
these guys
them
are
to
like,
be
what's the
slaves.
point?
What does that say on the
who cares
list?
about it? That's what you guys are saying.
Well,
Like,
list is just a figurative
isn't
term.
it just like all fucking bullshit? Don't we want to know about it? Like, don't you
Yes.
care about it?
Indeed.
Okay,
Yes.
So awesome.
This
We
is
do.
not a
So we
win
agree.
for you.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like you guys are pissed about it. I feel like
I know this is off topic, but when we were in the waiting room, I asked this guy, and he said that he was attracted to some men with penises because he didn't consider them men. Is that true?
It is true. He did say
He
that.
did say that.
I was screaming.
So
I was screaming.
this
because
is the best they have. This is the best they have.
Did you not say
This
that?
is
No, it's
I
not the
did see that
best.
on
I got way
video.
better.
This is the best they have.
Oh yeah, I
They're-
did record that.
So,
I believe Tim has that on a video.
so
Hey,
this is
let
the
me-
best
let me
they
s-
have. The best they
It's-
have
it's-
is
it's-
to change the dialogue. Is to try to distract from the Epstein files, and you're seeing it in real time right now.
I don't
I-
care
I
about
actually-
the Epstein files. I
wanna-
I know you don't.
I wanna
I
address
know
this
you
point.
don't. I know you
You're
don't care
just
about it.
saying
I know you don't care
all
about it.
angry
We've got
and
to.
I
I know
like
you
it.
don't care
We've
about
got
it.
to address this for the culture war, okay? My point was this. Matan brings up an interesting point. This gender ideology debate. I said, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a guy who likes guys. And my point was, there are these leftist guys who say that they could be attracted to an individual. I'm being
I
very
think he
careful.
said he was attracted to Hulk Hogan. That was
Maybe,
it.
maybe. But here's the point. Here's the point.
I gotta
Hogan
piss.
with a vagina.
If there is like, so I'm a guy and I don't like guys, but let me get very specific. There is zero circumstance because Pisco was asking if you had to choose between Hulk Hogan with lady parts or
No, I just gave
I
the
think he said
Andrew
Blair
Tate
White.
hypothetical.
Andrew Tate, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
What I said was
Blair White or Hulk Hogan.
I don't
with a
understand why the left makes the argument from their perspective that as men they're attracted to both people with dicks and people with pussies. And I'm like, that's called bisexual. And I don't understand why they're so ashamed and can't
Because
just
you
admit
define man as having a penis, correct?
it. Do you see where he's going? I'm
Okay,
like, bro, if you like
so-
dick, just say it. I don't care. You're allowed to like dick.
So this is why you guys need some gender
This
theory.
is DC. We're not mad at
So
We're not mad at you.
You guys need some gender theory. It sounds like you are very
Oh my God.
confused. If you define man as having a
I
penis,
said
it sounds like
sexual,
'cause all the
bisexual.
time you guys are like define man, define women. You guys can't
I was
define these
screaming.
terms.
I was rolling
you really
on the bed
can't.
screaming.
You really can't.
Dude, we saw in the Olympics a dude beat
really
the shit
can't
out of
define it.
another
After
chick.
this guy's done using the bathroom, he tries shoving it back up his.
Yeah, and the
All right,
in
let's-
the
thank you, Shabar.
Olympics,
We're gonna-
that dude that beat the
Thank
shit
you,
out of that
Shabar,
chick.
thank
That was
you,
not
Shabar.
good, you know.
Thank you, Shabar.
In
All
the
right,
Olympics.
All right.
We're gonna
go.
call
We're
it
gonna
game.
go.
Give it up for Shabar, everybody. All right. All right. Our next person, I don't even know how to read that. Jack Travis? Is there a Jack Travis?
Is that what
here?
that says?
Let's go, Jack. Come on down. Jack Travis. Is that the right name? Right here. Come on. Let's go. Give it up for Jack. And we want to try to get through the rest of the names, so
All
let's
right,
get
Jack,
going,
you got
guys.
1 minute, bud.
Hi, so my name is Jack Travis. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. And one of the things I've come to care quite a lot about is labor rights. At the gas station I'm working at, they do ice cream, they do roller food, and they do, all the normal snacks and stuff. And they're constantly understaffing the stores, which is leading to worker stress, worker turnover, and they're refusing to pay people what they're worth. And I was thinking that there should be some laws potentially in place that for however many grills you have in, like, let's say Wendy's, you have to employ this amount of people because the effect it has mentally on workers, I think, is unacceptable.
No, you have no right to someone else's money.
Oh,
Listen,
also,
listen.
You know how much I made at Sonny's gas station in 1984? $3.50 an hour.
yeah.
You're a pussy, dude.
Wait, so
Run
no,
around. You're at the fitness
people-
peak of your life. You should be running around.
Here,
you
come
should
up
be
here for 3
covered in
minutes. Come on
sweat.
up. Come on up. Come on down.
Give it up, everybody.
Should be- if
These
you're-
people are in favor
Wendy's should
of
have
the
more
big
people on the
corporations.
grill.
They're in favor of the big elites, so they're fine with Trump because they're all about mass deportation. But when Trump says, "Oh, but not the hotels," "Oh, but not the agriculture," they don't give a shit.
That's
And
not
they
what I'm
don't-
talking about.
Guys.
Let me address it. Let me address
And they
this.
don't give the shit about
Let me
workers.
address this.
And they just said, "You're."
Let me address this. I'm in favor of labor rights, but these rights are things like your boss can't fire you based on your race or something, or they shouldn't be hiring
We
based on
have
race.
those. That's the stat.
And we do have those. But the idea that you would work at a shop and you're like, hey, you don't give me enough money. It's like, there's the door, buddy. It's my gas station. Go find a job somewhere else.
I think that at this point, especially with how urban some areas have gotten, that there's too many people and that they're able to one by one exploit people and move on.
You are correct. Dude. Get rid of the illegal immigrants to create more competition in the labor market.
No, I know. I agree with that. That has made our labor market, the amount of people they can exploit, huge, and they can even do worse wages than they'd have to give to an American.
You should quit. Why don't you quit?
Me? I am. It's a summer job. I'm quitting pretty soon.
So the problem is...
Great. So this poor bastard has to find a new employee.
The problem is you are willing to complain but not willing to take action, and your boss says, if that's... I can do it, I can do it. And so if everybody who worked there walked out, he'd be like, please stop. No, come back. What do you want? But you guys aren't willing to take the action necessary. This is what has always bothered me my whole life, of someone coming out and being like, I want something you've got. I won't do anything to get it, but I will ask the government to point a gun at you and take it from you.
No, I mean, you brought up the illegal immigration. So as far as the illegal, like you brought up the illegal immigration, I think there's a surplus of workforce in America right now that makes it impossible for workers, especially in these lower end jobs that often do not have unions, to enforce their rights.
Unions won't help you.
Wait, I don't understand.
Have you ever been in a union?
What?
Have you ever been in a union?
Not yet.
See, I've been in several unions, and all they do is fuck me up the ass. And so I said, fuck you, motherfucker.
No,
I hate that shit.
I
love collective bargaining.
So
I hate corporate unions.
You're saying there's a shortage of labor, correct?
No, I'm saying there's a surplus of like labor workers. There's a
we're at a record unemployment in this country.
Well, I mean,
be honest.
I can at least
What's
talk.
participation at?
Yeah, all these numbers track.
What's participation?
Yeah, it's always like 13%.
With participation, we're at 7.5.
Yeah, no. So, but like the thing is, all these numbers track, and so we, in terms of the metrics that we always look at, we are at record unemployment. There's not a labor surplus in this country, sir. It's a shortage.
I mean, just one thing I do want to mention with the workforce participation. I think there's a lot of people who work really hard and put in a lot of applications to get jobs. And a lot of jobs are ignoring those people. And
I said there's a labor shortage in this country. Trump often claims, wow, we have record unemployment. He's actually right about that. There's a labor shortage in this country.
I actually want to agree with Pisco. But it's largely due to participation being down.
All right, guys, give it up for this kid.
One last thing.
Okay, but Jack, you're a little kid. You just started the workforce. You're not allowed to complain. It's like asking for on a first date.
Hey,
it's
one
not
last
happening.
thing. Hey,
Put your nose to the grindstone and
Gavin, based on today's women, I don't know, man.
Hey, one last thing.
We'll check back in with you in like 5 years.
One last thing. Pisco, was the dog the top or the bottom?
Are you gonna answer the question?
You finished strong.
I did not expect that burn from Jack.
Yeah, that was a heavy burn.
That's 6 times.
Pretty intense.
All right, now our next
is the problem that all you guys think you're above getting beer and you just like delegate it to the lower classes. Like
I don't know why
you're not
it's so hard to get a
special.
beer, but
the talent needs a fucking beer.
Gavin needs a beer.
You're like, go get Gavin a beer. No, you go get Gavin a beer. No, go get, and then he keeps going down the line to zero.
Last time.
All right,
like fucking prohibition up here.
Our next person, Dollface Actual. Who is Dollface Actual? Is Dollface Actual here?
That's a
give
weird
it up,
name.
everybody! Give it up for Dollface Actual.
She looks hot.
It's hot.
Come on down, Dollface. You got.
Can confirm.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen. And I want to shout out the couple chicks that are here with.
Shut up!
Hey, guys, get the bald
Shut
asshole.
the fuck up!
Just kick the bald asshole out of here.
You're not at your house. You're at an event.
We're trying to do it. We're trying to include people, and you're just being an asshole, making it about you.
Yeah, you
I mean,
suck. So
you're
much
such a
shit.
loser.
It's
Like,
insane.
we gave
Alex.
I know, but it's just frustrating.
They're
we
asking
gave
you, Alex, you really want
an
him out?
opportunity to. Yeah, no, literally, kick
You're
him out.
like
of here.
a
Suck.
chick at a
That bald-headed guy's an
bachelorette.
idiot.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Seriously. All right. Now, Dollface, you got 1 minute.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I actually had the pleasure of meeting Tim last year at Rescue the Republic. It was my first event as press, actually.
Apparently?
Huh?
You sound like the apparently kid.
You look like the apparently kid. Anyway, I actually have a series of questions under Samuel Huntington's Clash of Civilizations and Francis Fukuyama's End of History theories that I ask military veterans for the most part. I'm a Marine Corps veteran and
Great service.
I got Dollface as a name on a engagement where the women and children did my makeup in Afghanistan. So it's, not what people generally think. But I'd like to ask Tim, if not the rest of the panel, my first among a series of true-false questions that, excuse me, that I generally ask military veterans who have been to war.
Okay.
Okay, ask your question.
We're
So you said it
ready.
For a minute, you haven't said anything.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, ask the question.
So the question is, and it's interesting with this whole culture wars phenomenon.
Oh, God. Listen, Dollface, do you have PTSD?
My great-grandmother moved
okay,
here
well, I'm
from Rhode
skipping
Island.
him. He's not included anymore. I'm going to ask Tim and everybody else. He's
What's
not
the
included
question?
anymore. War is fought between cultures, not countries. True or false?
False.
Can you explain why you would think so? Especially at an event that is
Like
called the Culture Wars?
the Donbass region is largely ethnic Russian, but they're in Ukraine, and Ukraine's occupying territory. Russia came in. It's two nations fighting over an area they deem to be ethnically theirs or legally theirs. It was Germany invaded Poland and the Sudetenland, claiming that it was actually German. So I understand your point about culture, but it was the nations that amassed a force to go and fight for what they perceived to be their territory.
So
It's
are
not-
you
it's not
saying
absolute.
false? Is it false? Are you saying false?
Yeah, it's false. I mean,
False.
like if you look at World War I, for example, probably like the German then existing system was closer to some of the other Western allies than it was to Russia, SARS Russia.
May I ask another true-false question?
Yeah, hurry.
If everywhere in the world was a democracy, there would be no war. True or false?
False.
Do you think everywhere in the world will eventually arrive at a democracy?
No.
No, false.
This is an awesome sample size. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, thank you,
Thanks for coming.
Dollface. All right, now the next one, Devesh Patel. Patel.
No. If you're allowed to kick that guy out for being bald,
Yeah.
then
Okay, Devesh. It's Matan's thing. Okay.
no.
Devesh, that's a no. All right. Do you really not want him?
No, I'll allow it because now I feel bad. It's made a whole thing.
Okay, we'll kick
I
him
know, because
out
if you don't
after
let him
a
ask a
minute.
question, I'm gonna have to come on you as hard as you were on Pisco, man.
That's fine. Just don't have him sit next to me. I don't
Okay,
want
we
to-
won't. Don't worry. All right, Devesh, what do you got for us?
All right. Trump's not winning because of Epstein and some of the things you said he promised he's not delivering on. Are you kidding me? In 2007, Obama campaigned on being against gay marriage. And then in his second term, he went back on that.
And he campaigned on strong borders, too.
He's
And
universal health care.
And his deportations and universal health care. Do you have an answer to that? 'Cause you're being super hypocritical in
I don't
all your
understand.
statements,
So
and you're taking 90% of the mic real estate. That's not a good debate strategy.
Yeah, so is your question, does the Epstein debacle look better by comparison because Obama, did an about-face on gay marriage? Is that your point?
No, my point is, I think most of the audience is smart enough to understand how campaigning and presidential campaigns work.
So he lied about Epstein.
Did Obama lie about being against gay marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Well, gay marriage impacts a broader audience in the United States than Epstein
Wait,
does.
that's so to be clear, that's where we're going in terms of whether a presidency's success is if the promise of another president affects more literal people.
If you look at Trump's voter base in the heartland, the people that got him elected in the swing states, they do not give a fuck about Epstein. They give a fuck about the things that matter.
This is the gaslight now. The gaslight is we never cared about Epstein. It wasn't important at all. Is that really?
It's your Epstein. You and your liberal crowd, it's your last hope. It's all you got.
Wait a second. So you won't even concede that we got you there, right?
Literally, everybody was like, "Yeah, we're mad about it."
No, not him.
You might get us there is what we're conceding.
So wait. So do you concede that I have a point with Epstein? I have a point.
Probably.
Look, I personally don't believe you have a point.
Oh.
So
you agree with what Trump's doing with the Epstein files?
Individuals, we don't have the intel files to make a educated decision on Epstein. Neither do you.
Wait, but you guys alleged that this was a file ring to cover up Democratic sex crimes, and you didn't have the evidence then, did you?
Nobody said Democrat.
No, you did. Don't come on.
Nobody said Democrat.
I disagree with the premise of your argument.
Wait, so you don't think that claims were made, for example, by Dan Bongino, Deputy Director of the FBI, that there were actually is corruption?
Hold on. Biden was president for 4 years.
I don't know how that's responsive.
After Epstein was arrested.
I don't know how that's responsive. How is that responsive to whether Trump
Why
is fucking up?
didn't you release the files? And
how
when
is
did
that
you criticize him about it?
So how is that responsive to whether Trump is fucking up? I'm going on your terms.
Okay, if we're gonna go on my terms,
Yeah.
let's go on.
Well, can you answer that?
mentioned the
Can you
tariffs
answer?
are-
Wait,
you
wait.
mentioned-
I'm
you
happy to do that. Can you answer that first? Do you agree that Trump's fucking up on the Epstein files? Yes or no?
I disagree. I don't think he's fucking.
We gave you that. We said
Well,
probably.
He's not. He's not. All right, move on.
All right, so let's talk about the wins. We just had the first budget surplus in June.
Dude,
due
you're
to
so
tariffs.
stupid. You read Twitter files. You're like, oh my god, this
No,
is
it's literally on the Treasury's website, dumbass.
So that happens.
Look it up.
So
There's a budget surplus
the
in
surplus.
June. People didn't
this
expect
guy,
that tariffs
okay,
were bringing
so
as much money as they are.
The surplus.
And they are bringing in money. And there's more deals being made.
So I'm gonna explain why you're stupid. So the reason.
All right, come up for 3 minutes. Then. Come on, hurry. Though.
Matan
The
didn't want to
reason
sit
why
by.
it looks.
Matan didn't want to
Away
sit by.
from.
Oh, you don't want to sit down. Come on, Devesh.
In June 2025, the U.S. federal government ran a budget surplus of approximately $27 billion.
You're a sheep, right? So
Do you know the last time there was a budget surplus? I'm asking you.
Do you want me to learn you? So
hey, expert, when was the last time there was a budget surplus?
So in 2020, 2021, I'm answering the question and I'm going to explain to you why you're stupid. So in 2020, 2021, under Biden administration, there were months in which they clocked a surplus. You know when they were? In like June, because you know when they fucking collect taxes, dipshit?
No, the budget surplus was due to tariff revenue.
So
go to the fiscal.
Oh my God.
Go to the Treasury website.
In June of 2024, there was a $71 billion deficit.
Yeah, no.
You're full of shit, bro.
No, but check in 2020.
You can talk into the mic this entire time.
This is not the first time on record it happened under Biden's presidency.
When did it happen?
The U.S. federal budget surplus occurred in fiscal year 2001.
No.
Which was the full.
2001?
No, you're wrong. So it happened during.
You just said it happened during Biden. You're shitting your pants right now. When did it happen?
So it happened during Biden's presidency.
When?
It happened during Biden's. It happened during.
When did it happen?
So it happened during Biden's presidency. I don't have the exact month right now.
Yeah, you don't because you're stupid. Who's the dumbass?
So the reason. So this is not affecting the overall deficit.
It is affecting the overall deficit. Go to the Treasury website.
All right. So what's going to happen is you're going to in this specific month when they're collecting taxes.
That's not how that works.
It is. Yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes, it is.
Go to the Treasury website. I can cite
You look
all
like a
my fucking
idiot. You're a
sources.
sheep. Yeah. So yes, on the month to month, on this month, they posted a budget surplus. You want to know why? Because they are having additional tariff revenues. That's correct.
And how much are the additional tariff revenues?
But overall, there's I don't know, $20 billion, something like that.
$100 billion.
So I said $20 billion, something like that. But overall, these tariffs are not going to have a growth effect on the economy. They're not.
Why not?
Overall, in the long term, it would be stupid to look at one particular month.
Why not?
Because you look over the entire fiscal year. Obviously, you don't just look at the month in which all the fucking
They
income revenues
were
are coming
just
in.
implemented. They were just implemented. You're going to look at the month right after they're implemented.
This dipshit wants you to believe that we just spent the most amount of money on any single bill in the history of the country. And he wants to tell you that the budget situation is fine because on 1 month, when we're collecting all these tax revenues, when we're collecting all these tax revenues, it posted a surplus when we had that back in Biden's administration.
I would not start an argument calling the guy a dipshit and a fucking retard.
He read that,
especially when you lose. It looks really bad.
First of all, so I'm absolutely
look too.
The big
correct.
beautiful bill, which is now the big beautiful law, most of the money went into ICE and border security. None of you dumbass liberals are.
That's not true.
None of you. Okay, well,
how much money in ICE?
Let me
How much money?
Let me just.
We're gonna get in this 1 point. You're gonna agreement. How much money in ICE?
Let me just bring you.
How much money in
this
ICE? You're talking.
fact.
How much money?
No, none of you liberals are doing the math.
How much
on
money
when those
on
liberals
ICE?
are coming in? I'm sorry, when those illegals are coming in, how much of our public tax dollars are going towards their kids' benefits, free food, free financial aid?
He's trying to convince
how much
you.
they're leeching and bleeding from the system. How much are they leeching from the system?
So how much money are they spending on ICE? Do you know, or do you not know? You can just say you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
The exact number.
Yeah. So unless you.
But how much is it? Tell me.
So it's like $40 billion on ICE. Combined with CBP funding, you're maybe $100 billion overall in terms of wall funding, all that stuff. The overall, no. Just check the numbers. Check the numbers.
And what's your source?
So the whole point is, you agree, don't you, that the tax cuts are much more than the value of the DHS spending? Yes. Yes or no? So you were wrong when you said that most of that money is going to DHS spending, correct?
Okay.
Were you wrong about that?
Maybe I was wrong
Yeah.
on most of that money going to DHS spending, but that money going to DHS spending and ICE is actually going to help us long term because we're going to save money from the money that's going to be leached.
It's called reinvesting in the company.
Then illegal immigrants and their welfare.
Then why is Trump
long
saying,
term?
Then why is Trump saying? Then why is Trump proposing that there's going to be a giant hole in their deportation strategy for all these different industries?
Based on the policies that are being implemented,
Can you answer
that's
that?
not true.
Wait, so he's not saying and meeting with these farmers, these hotel workers. He's not making these statements like, "Oh, we got to protect the farmers." Do you agree he's making those statements?
Do you agree?
Okay, you're not.
That border crossings are at an all-time low, and that saves the money, saves the country money long term, and it saves us.
There's
the
obviously
entire
gonna be
country from
holes
leaching
in the
our tax
industry
dollars
when you
towards
deport
welfare.
illegals.
Yeah, guys, give it up for
again,
Dipesh. Give it
tough
up.
love.
All right.
Great work. Great work.
All right, now, Matan picked this name. So you want to announce it, Matan?
Michael Jackson.
No.
He's here?
It's Michael Rockel.
He died.
I was close.
You were close.
I got
He
half
was-
of it
You
wrong.
got 50% of it correct, yes. Michael Rockel. Is there a Michael Rockel here?
I like how I was allowed.
Maybe that was the guy you kicked out.
Oh, that might have been. No, oh yeah,
He
that
already
might
got
actually,
picked.
that might have been the guy that we kicked out.
He already got
For real?
picked once.
Did he
was
get
already
kicked out?
I was
Yeah.
joking.
It's a lot quieter in here.
Yeah, I know. We can actually record something. Okay.
Michael Jackson.
No, it's not Michael Jackson. It's Joseph Trimmer.
Joseph Jackson.
Joseph Jackson. Joseph, come on
Joe
down.
Jackson, Mike Stat.
And we only got about 6 left, so let's try to get through this so we can get everybody.
Alex, switch back.
Hey everyone.
Because
So on if Trump is winning, at least from the Texas perspective, I can tell you that it's a huge, huge win. Texas spent billions securing the southern border, and we just got paid back for that. And not only that, we're going to spend another just billions and billions on now kicking off mass deportations in Texas with the National Guard getting ready for 2 large detention facilities. And we're deputizing National Guard JAG officers so they can process these people out of here. So that being said, huge win for the border issue from Texas.
What about the flooding issue in Texas? You think that was a huge win?
I'm talking about the border issue.
That was God.
You think that's Trump's fault?
So
Trump doesn't control the weather, so
I think that Trump's attack on like emergency response is fucking shameful. And I think for example when you have FEMA.
What do you know about the flood response, by the way? Because I was actually in Kerrville and I can tell you about it.
Okay, so I think that when you have whistleblowers coming out and saying that like because of these new policies for Christine Noem that they were delayed in their calls, that when they so do you deny that? Do you deny that?
I deny that.
Okay.
I was there. I was there on the ground day one.
Defunding the National Weather Service. Defunding.
Give it
FEMA.
up.
When was the last time?
Give it up, guys. Give it up.
Is this every Republican in D.C.?
Pisco, when was the last time you were in Texas?
In Texas?
Sit down.
A while back. I don't
A
know.
while back? Not during the floods?
In transit. No, not in the floods.
You've never been?
I've been to Texas in
You've
transit.
never been?
I've never been. No, I've never been.
Okay, what do you got for us?
Yeah, no, it's the border issue for a Texan is the biggest win that we could possibly have gotten. And there for a little bit, it looked like Trump wasn't going to do mass deportations with focusing only on dangerous criminals. But that has changed with the National Guard being involved. Now we've got National Guard members protecting ICE officers on the streets of Texas. So big win.
So you're happy that we're not focusing on dangerous criminals?
We're
want them all
focusing on
out.
dangerous illegal criminals.
No,
yes.
So you just said that we're not focusing on dangerous criminals anymore. Why is that a win?
No, we want to get them all out.
So is the answer you don't want to focus on dangerous criminals?
Come on, ask a real question.
I
dude.
don't like this thing
Why?
you do.
No one.
Deport them all.
So you're saying babies are sexy? Yes or no?
Stop, guys.
So you want a baby to wear lingerie?
The reason why you don't want me when I get clarity is you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable.
Answer that guy's
You're
question.
uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable.
For the crowd who didn't hear it, he was asked once again if he was a dog, and he continues to not answer.
You're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable with the
Come
notion.
on, Pisco, ask a real question.
That's a real question.
No,
so
it isn't.
yes, it is.
No one thinks it is. No one thinks you're being
you-
genuine.
Yeah, I'm being genuine. So
You don't want to get criminals anymore? Oh,
No,
come
So
on,
you
ask a real
like
question.
crime?
Listen, he brought it
like
up.
crime?
Hang on a second.
So you're a
Hang on
enthusiast.
a second. So you're going to accuse me of being bad faith in asking that question when he said, I'm so happy that we're not focusing on violent criminals.
I am happy we're deporting them all.
For asking him, wait, you think that's a win?
He answered you already.
Okay.
He clarified for you, so move on.
All right, so I think that it's actually good policy for the government to be focusing on violent criminals. I think that's what a bunch of, like...
They're not deporting Consuela. They're deporting fucking facial tattoos.
Wait, no, they are deporting Consuela. That's what they want to do.
They're deporting...
and they should.
Holman is starting at the top with the worst, and he's working his way down.
And sometimes Consuela's working on a pot farm in California.
And
with kids.
But hang on,
with kids. Those kids aren't there by choice.
So what you're proposing, right? This policy is absolutely, when you have arbitrary numbers that Stephen Miller is giving them, they're gonna get the Consuelas of the world. And if what you're saying is they're not going after Consuelas,
thank God for that.
Okay, but I think that's why Trump's approval numbers on immigration are going down. I think most Americans, if you ask them,
the reason the numbers are going down is because people thought he wasn't doing mass deportations,
Mexico is constantly deporting illegal aliens from Mexico, right? You know that Jamaica is constantly deporting illegal aliens.
Mexico's
it sure sounds like it. It sounds like you guys don't understand that everyone has an ice.
Obama was the deporter in chief, right?
Yeah,
get ready, baby. Get ready. It's about to get real.
So just to be clear, like, you guys take this position that Democrats are always against deportation when you have Obama deporting.
Yeah, you didn't
millions of
know
people.
that.
When you have Bill Clinton.
Democrats are stunned when you tell them how many people Obama deported.
All right, give it up for this guy. We gotta get through it. Thank you. Give it up. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Next.
Give it up.
All right, Steve Feldman, come on down, Steve. Is Steve Feldman here? Hurry up, Steve. We only got a few more to get through.
That was actually pretty quick.
Yeah, that was good. All right, Steve, what do you got for us?
All right. So, I'm a cat guy, like my boy Alex Stein.
Yes,
I just
sir.
want to know, is my cat safe? But seriously,
Does he transfer over?
Seriously though, I want to debate Serge. Serge, why you got Pisco's gain up so high? This clown, this whiny clown, does what communists always do. He's filibustering. He won't shut the fuck up, and every point he makes is deliberately obtuse. It's deceptive. And it's lying, it's twisted.
Name one lie.
Name
a single lie.
Okay,
Name
you're
a single
a lawyer,
lie.
right? You're acting like Wong Kim Ark wasn't a permanent domiciled resident, so you're trying to act like that case applied to illegal aliens?
Wait. When did I represent? Will you acknowledge that I did not represent that Wong Kim Ark was an illegal immigrant? You acknowledge I didn't lie about that, correct?
You're acting like that case applies to illegal immigrants.
Just because
when it had nothing to do with illegal immigration.
Just because a case has a.
You said 1 point. There's 1 point. There you go.
So there's nothing about my statement on Wong Kim Ark that's a lie at all. I said that the broader legal principle in that is that if people born in the country, except for the historical English common law.
Who's a permanent resident?
All right,
Doesn't apply to
you
illegal
don't want to hear.
aliens.
If you don't want to hear it, there's no lie in what I said, and you can't identify one other than one of your own creation. Wong Kim Ark does stand for the proposition that I cited it for, and that's the fact.
I do want to just interject as well. When you said he won't shut up, to be fair, we asked him to be here.
Yeah.
We want him to talk.
We did invite him.
Fair enough, but he's talking over everyone. Gavin tried to take his mic away. We all want that. Give the crowd what they want. Gain down.
Yeah, you want to hear what you want to hear, what you already agree with. Is that what you want? You want no like? This is
I actually think as much as there's like a visceral reaction of people not agreeing with Pisco, everybody actually wants to hear him say it, and they want to hear someone talk back.
Man, it's fucking hard to get liberals
But no
to come
one
to
wants someone
anything. So it
filibustering.
takes balls to come up here and get a.
Guys, give it up for Pisco. I mean,
yes,
it is hard to come into a line.
I have a lot of fun. And you know what?
He may have a dog, boo.
So
we're not sure yet.
And I really appreciate you guys coming to actually hear a debate. I think that debate matters, and I think that convincing people matters. One of the things that Democrats really sucked at, I think, during the 2024 election, and even Democrats recognize that, is going to make the argument. And that's why I really appreciate being invited here. And you guys trying to hear me out at least, to the best of your ability.
I want to point out too, if you think he's doing a bad job of it, then let the whole world see that.
Yeah.
If he's filibustering, he can't answer questions, and everyone's going to watch.
You can tell Trump is doing a great job because he's making all the right people big mad. Look how trigged Pisco is. Look how angry he is. Why you mad, bro?
Wait, no, I do get triggered because I love this country. You might not think
Doubt.
I do.
Doubt.
I stand on business for this country. I respect the Constitution of it, the rule of law. And you might not agree with my points, but on that sincerity, I promise you, I love this country. I want to protect it.
Okay, I challenge you to go to a dive bar in Wisconsin
Okay.
and enjoy yourself.
right. All right. Thank you.
Looking good, Mike. Looking good.
Thank you, Steve. All right. Our next person, I can't even read this. What does this say? Will Colbert? Will, is there a Will Colbert here? Will Colbert? Will, come on down. He's all the way in the back, Jack. Look at him. We couldn't be any farther from the damn microphone.
Will Colbert.
Really quick, guys, while he's making his way down here, if you have a mustard bottle on your table that happens to have an autograph on it, you have won yourself a skateboard. Please proceed to the hallway and pick it up.
Shout out to Ray, who works here and autographed the mustard.
Shout out to Ray.
Check your mustard. If it's signed, you won.
Great work, Ray.
Great work, Ray.
Yep. All right, Will, what do you got for us, brother?
Okay, is Trump winning? Yes. Is
All right,
Trump fucking up?
Guys,
yes, because he's not going far enough. He should be telling these judicial judges to fuck off. He should be arresting these judicial judges. He should be telling them to go bye-bye because they shouldn't be ruling for everything for the United States. The Supreme Court has one job, to rule for the United States. And they're not going far enough either. When they did their last bill, their last ruling, they didn't specify stuff. They only made it broad. So my question is to you: do you think Trump is winning? And the answer is yes.
Oh, I thought you were asking me a question. So I think. So you think like the job of the Supreme Court is to just be sign off on everything that Trump does and support Trump on everything?
No, the Supreme Court should decide what the Constitution says and
I
follow
agree with
it.
that. And so, but Trump has been wrong often on what the Constitution says.
Guys, shut up.
Sorry. No, sorry.
Not that often. They have not been that often.
So that's what I mean. Like you're saying that Trump should be arresting these judges. The Supreme Court has been so deferential to Trump on so many issues.
Yeah, but the whole thing is the Supreme Court should have ruled that the judicial that are not like in Michigan or in California do not have the right to tell New York or New Jersey or Florida what the fuck is
Have you
going
been
on.
keeping up on the
Supreme
universal-
Court needs to do that.
Okay, so in the recent case, it's called the Casa decision.
Yeah.
It was very famous. The Supreme Court ruled that universal injunctions are not legal under the Judiciary
Yeah,
Act.
but the
Under
judicial is not listening to that. So
they
therefore,
are.
Trump should tell them the fuck
So you're
off.
so you're just wrong about that. So for an example, on the birthright citizenship issue, they are following what the Supreme
Okay,
Court.
let's
Wait,
talk about
can I
Michigan
finish
right
my
now.
thought? So
Let's talk about Michigan.
I'm happy to go there.
The Supreme Court said the judicial doesn't have the right to say anything. Meanwhile, the judicial did rule in Michigan that they can be a sanctuary city. They did.
So there's the Supreme Court decision. It's called Arizona versus United States. That basically says, and this is for Florida as well, that states can't have their own immigration code. Okay,
Yeah.
so that has to do with the storied precedent of the Supreme Court
Okay.
that immigration is known as the plenary power of the
Okay.
federal government. So that's a principled ruling based on hundreds of years of precedent of the plenary power doctrine. So it's not absurd for the court to be saying, hey, Arizona, Florida, you guys you can't enforce your own immigration
Yeah, but the
code.
problem is the judges aren't listening to them. The judges are saying "fuck you" with Supreme Court, and they're not listening to them.
So what I was
so
trying-
therefore, Trump should tell the fucking judicial to fuck off,
court is-
unless it comes from the Supreme Court.
So the district courts are listening to the Supreme Court. That's why.
No, they're not. They're not listening to the Supreme Court. They are not.
I gotta say,
Listen to-
you people in D.C. know your shit. I come from New York City, where we're all retarded.
Hey, I'm from New Jersey, so don't feel bad.
There you go.
I was at a bar the other day, and these old guys go, "The news was on." They go, "The news."
The other-
I don't watch the
the
fucking
other thing
news.
is,
I watch
when
cartoons.
When you're over 50,
Now we're talking
I'm
about the
60
fucking-
now. Do not ride a scooter. Do not want to ride one of these DC scooters because we can't handle them.
Yeah.
All right. Now, guys, we're almost through. Everybody, give it up for this
Let
guy.
me say one thing on the. I just want to bring this up. I have a question for Pisco as a liberal. The district courts formed a class on the issue of birthright citizenship that includes future persons, which was granted.
Yeah.
How does that mean that the unborn and non-conceived have legal standing in courts now?
No, the standing issue is.
Then what is it? What is the class?
Yeah,
what does it
so
refer to?
Article 3 standing is like basically if you have one litigant who has Article 3 standing, that is to say that there's a case or controversy under Article 3 of the Constitution, then basically everyone comes in. So it's not a jurisdictional issue because there are at least some persons who would be granting standing. So even though there's a bunch of rules about like injury in fact, causation, but there's basically carve-outs for example, in abortion cases for the longest time, where if there's no like means to bring the case before a court because of practicalities. There are exceptions for that, but we're not even talking about constitutional standing. We're just now talking about class certification, and the rules for class certification are different than standing rules.
Can judges grant relief to people who don't exist?
If the kind of relief that they seek to aim is indivisible or otherwise
The right to life?
So the people who become
Does the right to life count?
The right to life counts for sure, but that
Sounds like you're
is the right to life.
But real quick, Nick Sorter. Hey, Nick Sorter. I want Nick Sorter to come on down. Come up here, Nick.
Hang on.
You just come on stage, Nick.
So the right to life applies to persons.
Future persons can get class certification.
So they're separate issues, right? Whether the term persons applies to unborn persons is a different legal issue. Listen, no, guys, just listen. So you guys get so triggered you can't actually hear like an actual analysis. So on the one hand,
Nick,
so
come on down.
the legal analysis of whether constitutionally the term persons encompasses unborn persons is a separate issue than whether or not you can certify a class that includes future persons.
I'm just going to
It's a
say
separate
this.
issue.
The court certified a class which includes people who are not yet born. I don't see any reason why pro-lifers couldn't get the same argument.
Wait. Do you agree that their ruling on the certification issue does not resolve the question of whether constitutionally they're persons? Yes or no?
Agreed.
Okay,
it means that someone can bring a class and get it certified that includes the unborn.
Correct.
All right, hey, real quick. Hey, let me interject. Nick Sorter, guys, give it up. One of the biggest independent journalists in the game. What do you want to say to this libtard?
I have spent 2 hours here listening to this bullshit from over here at the other end of the table here. So, no, I gotta ask, when did you actually start giving a shit about the Epstein files here? You're over here dogs, and now all of a sudden you care about the Epstein list. What was the line? You had 16 years of Democrat presidents to come out and say, oh, yeah, we want the Epstein files, and you're doing it now. What changed, dude? What changed?
Yeah, so this is really super not convincing. You're trying to argue that I'm a hypocrite. I've always cared about, the Epstein issue.
You are.
I always have, and I mean, there's videos of me talking about it. There's videos of me.
Okay, you can sit and filibuster. We only got a limited amount of time. Do you want to answer the question or not?
No. What I'm saying is, I have cared about the Epstein issue.
Oh,
the problem is,
okay.
you guys
have you said it publicly?
Yeah, there's videos of me
You
talking
have?
about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
when?
I don't
You
know
called for the Epstein list to be released.
Wait, I don't know what do you mean by the term Epstein
okay,
list.
all right,
What do you mean by the term
all right.
Epstein
Well,
list?
let's
What
run
do you
around
mean
it.
by the term Epstein list? What do you mean by the term Epstein list?
What
do you mean by the term Epstein list?
I want
What
to
do you
know
mean
who
by the
raped
term Epstein
children,
list?
and all of a sudden
what do you
Democrats are going to
mean?
pretend
What
like
do you
they
mean
care
by the term
about that.
Epstein list?
When you guys are
What do you
you're going
mean?
out there and getting naked in front of children.
What do you mean by the term Epstein list?
I just told you.
What do you mean by
I want
it?
to know who was on that fucking island. Children.
Okay,
That's what I want to know.
And so it's your position. It's your position that Democrats don't care about that.
Okay,
but
when did you start caring
Who
about
are the people who are covering it up right now? Who are the people covering it up right now? Who are the people covering it up?
Okay, well, how many times
Who
have
are
we
the
gone
people
through? You've had
covering it up?
Marsha Blackburn. You've had Marsha Blackburn,
So
Senator
is Donald
Marsha
Trump
Blackburn coming
who's
out
voting
and
against
shut
it?
the fuck up
The
for a couple
Republicans.
seconds.
Yeah,
You're
that's
asking me a question. You don't want to let me answer it because you're trying to filibuster here. You've had Marsha Blackburn for years trying to get to the bottom of who was on the Epstein list, and Democrats blocked it every single time. You didn't say a goddamn thing the entire time. Not one time did you call for the Epstein list to be released.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Marsha Blackburn. I don't know what you're talking about. But right now,
That's his point.
Right now,
That's literally his point.
Wait, hang on. So I don't know the specific vote you're referencing that Democrats didn't sign on. I haven't seen it. I can't comment on it. But what I can comment right now, and you can too. You can too. The Republicans right now, Mike Johnson just closed fucking the House of Representatives to prevent them from getting access to the files. What do you think of that?
Did you look at the
What
calendar?
do you think of that? What do you
Did
think
you
of
look
that?
at the calendar?
What do you think of that?
Did you see?
What do you think of that?
Did you see when the House of
What do
Representatives
you
was
think of
supposed to
that?
reset?
What do you
Or
think
are
of
you
that?
just saying?
It's in a couple
You
weeks.
It's not. It was
It's in a couple
always
weeks.
supposed to be.
It's in
been
a
that
couple
way for a
weeks. It's in a
year.
couple
They were
weeks.
supposed to
It's in a
recess on
couple weeks.
Thursday.
Read the New
So
York
they
Times
do it
report.
every single.
I want
It's
to
in a
interject
couple weeks.
because
Wait, so do you agree with them
Hold
closing?
on.
Do you agree with them closing?
Whoa.
You agree with Mike Johnson?
Okay,
Answer the question.
Okay, I'm going to answer this because I actually spoke with Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey and Massey twice, and Massey said the August recess is a tradition based on the heat in D.C. That it wasn't about the Epstein vote, but they're getting
says it is.
Then
No,
he's
he
lying.
did not. He didn't say that. This is not the first time on stage that you've been bullshitting.
Yeah, so Mike-
You said
so
that
Mike
Trump
Johnson
was calling for a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell earlier, and that's a fucking lie.
I said he's
He
floating.
never
No,
said
he's
that.
floating it.
He
Isn't
never said that.
Why is he saying I have the power to do it? I have the power to do
He
it?
never
He's
said that he
floating
was
it.
going
He's
to pardon
floating it.
Ghislaine
He's
Maxwell. He
floating
never
it.
even hinted
He's
at it.
floating
You're
it.
making
He's floating
shit
it.
up,
He's
and you're
floating
just
it.
hoping that everybody here
He's
doesn't
floating it,
understand that he
isn't
didn't do
Is he
that.
floating it?
Huh?
Is he floating it?
Is he floating it? No, not a single time. Not one time.
Okay.
When did he do it?
When he says,
Tell me when he did it.
I have the complete power if I want.
Tell me
to
when
do
he did it.
So that when he was talking to a reporter, and the reporter asked, "Will you pardon Maxwell?" He's like, "I have the power to do it." That's him floating it. Come on. That's
really?
imploding it.
Wait. So
that's a weird fucking answer. Isn't that a weird answer? Isn't that a weird answer?
No. So the president of the United States says, "Oh, I have the power to do it, but I'm not doing it." So that's floating it. That's exactly what he said. I have the power to do it, but I'm not doing it.
Here's the question: shouldn't he say, "Of course, I would never pardon Maxwell"? Right? Did you want him to say that?
No. I think it's even better to say, "Oh, I have the power to do it, but I'm not doing it." That's exactly what he said. You say, "Oh, that's floating it."
He didn't.
No,
say, no.
That's exactly. Does he or does he not have the power to do it, and has he done it?
He has the official power to do it. But he didn't say, "I would never do it." He said, "I haven't thought about it."
All right, so that's floating. That's floating.
It's floating. Come on.
This is the Democrat. This is the way. This is the way that they operate here.
Do you agree with Mike Johnson?
Do
you agree with Mike Johnson closing Congress, closing the House, what they're doing? Because of this, do you agree with that?
Okay, but that's not what's going on. You're making that up again.
Okay.
That's another Democrat talking point.
So
You're saying that they recessed because of the Epstein
Mike
files.
Johnson
That is absolutely not true. They were going to recess anyway.
Mike Johnson is refusing to put this up for a vote. He's refusing.
No, he didn't. It'll be up for a vote in September. What do you mean?
No.
Did he say that it wasn't coming up for a vote?
Why isn't it a priority?
They reconvened in September.
Why
am I not mad? No, I'm mad at the people like you that are letting people get naked in the streets in front of children on these pride parades and being like, "Oh yeah, no, now we care about the Epstein."
So you're happy with how Trump
That's bullshit.
You're happy with how Trump is handling it.
Okay,
are you happy with how Trump is handling it?
No, I'm not.
Okay, why are you
no,
unhappy?
absolutely
Why are
not.
you
No,
unhappy?
I think
Why
Pam
are
Bondi
you
should be
unhappy?
fucking sacked. I do. Absolutely.
But he's not.
And
because why? Because why is he not firing Pam Bondi? Because he's fucking stupid? I don't know. Call him stupid. He's not firing Pam
I
Bondi.
think Trump likes hiring a bunch of attractive women.
Wait.
No. Have you answered my question yet? Hold on. No. I mean, you can keep talking all you want to. You can keep talking all you want. For whatever reason, his mic is way loud in the back for whatever reason. So no. You haven't answered. I got up here and you've been running in circles for 5 minutes now. When did you start calling for the Epstein files to be released? When?
Yeah. So when you say
when? Did you do it at all under Joe Biden?
Yeah, so
did you ever hit Joe Biden and say, yes, you need to release the Epstein files right now?
So I talked about Epstein before. Yeah. What specifically?
Oh, you talked about. You might mentioned him in passing.
So you will do anything. You will do anything to shove responsibility now onto me. Like this is my fault.
I'm trying to figure out what your motive is. I mean, the guy that's dogs all of a sudden cares about Jeffrey Epstein.
So listen to this. You said
he could have just said
Trump,
no.
You said that Trump.
Right. He could have said no. I don't understand.
Well, can I ask you a question? Yeah, please let me ask you a question.
So you said that Trump. You said that
Trump
should fire Pam Bondi. Why hasn't he? Is he stupid?
Okay, what does this have to do with the question that I have? Is he stupid? Is he stupid?
Maybe he's forgiving. Why is he doing it?
You know how difficult it is to renominate and have reconfirmed an attorney general? I feel like if there's something that can be worked out to maybe get her back on track, that's the way you should handle it.
You said she should be fired.
Yeah, I would love to see her. I didn't want to see her there in the first place. Because look, this is the difference. This is the difference. We Republicans are independent thinkers a lot of the time. You guys have to go along. You have to walk a line, or else you're excommunicated.
You're afraid.
That's it.
The first nominee for AG.
So are you going to answer my question? Why all of a sudden do you care about the Epstein files?
I'm saying that's not true. I've always cared about Epstein.
You've always cared about the Epstein, but you can't name a single thing you've said. You can't criticize Joe Biden. You can't do it. I don't understand. It's like this is not a difficult question.
As I sit here, I don't have perfect recall of my conversation.
You don't have perfect recall of anything. I mean, you've had a hypocrite and like a deadbeat in the White House for 4 years before this.
Republicans love to do. They make the subject now not about Trump. Let's save Trump and let's go after the random guy we brought up here to yell.
Let's go back to the dog question.
So why don't we actually?
Would it have been a better? Hey, hold on.
Why don't we actually?
Hold on.
Are we going to get an answer to that question about you dogs before we leave here today? I thought this was a joke, and now all of a sudden I'm like, okay, he won't say no. Yes or no? Did you a dog?
Hold on.
I mean, what am I missing? What did I get wrong?
Wait.
This is the level of discourse. This is how scrambling they are. They're absolutely frenetic.
I'm not scrambling.
To defend their daddy. Some narrative indefensible, by the way.
Okay, guys.
And Pam Bondi should be fired. And there's no explanation for why he hasn't done it already.
I think the answer to the question that was posed is an easy yes for a variety of reasons. So let's just run down real quick.
He could have given easy no. Why would he say
could have.
yes?
He could. No, I'm talking about is Trump winning?
Wait, hold on. I wanted to ask you, would it have been a better response from Trump? I don't really care about that right now. If he just hold on, if he just sat there going like this, like you. This
right.
way more
guys, that
about Trump.
Hey,
don't
real
we have
quick,
a hard out
Pisco.
at 5?
Yes, guys, that has
Red
been
Bar
our
is watching.
episode. Hey, Pisco, let's just wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for being here. That has been the second ever Culture War Live. We appreciate all the people that came up here. Now, we got to get out of here, but before we go, starting with Nick, everybody introduce yourself and tell them how can they
Go
find
quick.
you.
We got 5 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. I'm Nick Sorter. I'm a independent journalist that yells and screams about the type of liberal bullshit that this guy shills over here. Yeah, so go ahead. Next.
I'm running a crypto thing right now. It's gonna go well. I promise you guys nothing funny about it. You can find it on my Twitter. I'll be posting about it, and that's about it.
Well, you guys know me. I'm Primetime 99, Pimp on a Blimp. I love you guys. Thank you to Matan, Nick, Tim, Gavin, and Pisco. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den. Thank you guys.
I'll go last.
Yeah.
I want to say Trump is winning, but he's not winning enough. Before Biden, we had 30 million illegals. He let in 12 million. He's got about 1,200 days left. If he did 10,000 a day, he'd get rid of the 12 million, and we're still stuck with the 30 million. So instead of defending ourselves and arguing with guys like this, we should say triple, quadruple down, Trump. We need everyone out of here who's here illegally.
The fact this guy is pissed off means we're winning.
We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, Pisco lady, thank you guys for having me. Trump is a disaster, losing on the economy, losing on prices, going over, constitutional rights like they're nothing, sucks on immigration. Absolutely corrupt, $400 million Qatari
Suck
plane.
on this immigration.
Being a fucking shill, being a shill for Israel, being a shill for Bibi Netanyahu, bombing Iran when that's what his daddy told him to do, Bibi Netanyahu. And so yeah, it's a complete disaster. And now you're seeing people give cover. And if he actually ends up pardoning Maxwell, they'll defend it too, because they'll defend anything this guy does.
That's a long Twitter handle. Where can they find you?
Pisco Liddy on Twitter and Pisco's Hour on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been awesome to have our second live in-person Culture War event. I'm, of course, Tim Pool. I appreciate all of you coming down. I think the general conclusion is that Trump is winning, but maybe not enough. Yeah. But I do want to thank all of you for coming. Subscribe, share the show, all that good stuff. Next week, police, Michael Malice, angry cops, and this one's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, we have the great feminism debate. So thank you all so much for hanging out, and we will see you all next week.